shoot.
Preparing to live stream the webinar. I don't even remember how to play this game.
I'm on the Burning Luke YouTube channel and I don't see it there.
That's
There it is. Do you want me to at you, bruh, or put it in the chat? Chat you, bruh.
Yeah, I want the video up so I can see how terrible it looks.
Wait, now there are 7 participants.
Oh wow, that was quick.
Ooh. How? Huh?
It's Wednesday night, spicy party time.
I didn't post this link anywhere.
That doesn't mean people are subscribed to you.
Okay.
Mute that.
It looks like it's there.
Yeah, looks like it's there. I'm gonna at you, bruh.
I got it.
I put it in the
To do it. Add it up. But we're not doing participants in the Zoom. Oh, we are. We're doing it. We're doing both.
Double fisting it.
Yeah, Colin F. and Evan Beachley.
That's Colin F.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Colin F.
Yeah.
And Evan Beachley, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Beachley.
Mm-hmm. Beachley. Yeah. Beachley.
That's good. I like that.
With like an apostrophe.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. 100%.
Okay. Wait, I don't even have to say we are going to. We are streaming. We are streaming Torchbearer.
We are streaming Torchbearer.
I mean, it's preliminary Torchbearer right now. Hey, real quick, while Luke's not paying attention and can't stop us, does anybody here? Does anybody have any? Right, the orange button. Click it. Do anybody have any conditions, guys?
I am injured.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I think I'm not.
But did you do that? But you did. Did you do the recap last week, Paul?
No.
Okay, good.
If you're injured, get rid of.
Yeah.
Injury.
Is that the only condition you have?
Can't get rid of injured.
You can't get rid of injured.
No, that's what I thought.
Hungry, angry, afraid, and exhausted.
Anybody else have conditions?
Fresh.
I still think that lonely should be a condition.
I don't disagree.
So am I still fresh if I'm injured?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just thinking of the AA thing, the acronym HALT, hungry, angry, lonely, tired. Every time someone starts saying it, I'm like, and lonely and tired.
Well, we changed tired to exhausted to mask it.
Yeah, but you don't have lonely, so it's moot.
Afraid. No one can help you, or you can't help anybody else, rather.
Boy, that's some English major level shit you're doing right there.
Yeah. You know, lonely is a kind of afraid. If you think about it.
Have you?
And hungry is a kind of, it's lonely. Also, your stomach is lonely for food.
My stomach is lonely for food. Good point.
Now this feels like PAX. This feels like 2 a.m. at the Sheridan or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always
It might as well be. I don't know
what
time it is or when things could be.
I've been on vacation all this week. You could tell me it's any day of the week and I'd believe you.
Corey, it's any day of the week.
I believe you.
Amazing. We did it. We did it.
He does. He can't lie about that. I've tried to get him to.
All right. That's
anyway.
Oh shoot! I'm gonna need the other book. The other book. This is just like a real game.
We're getting there. We've got some books.
I'm playing this just like I play a real game where I never look at the book.
This feels like a real game to me where I'm like looking in 2 different books. I'm like, oh wait, no, I need to open up the 3rd book. Now we're playing an RPG.
Now you're cooking with role-playing game.
Great.
And that's how a bill becomes a law.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Okay, cool. So we are under the House of the Three Squires, which Brave Soul will recap. Let's go on let us remind you of the setting out rules because it is not just about condition recovery. There's some other benefits from recapping. Let's prepare thyself.
Can I?
Yeah.
I don't have any burden.
Prologue. So at the start of each session, after the first, one player recounts the events of the previous session. If the group is satisfied and well reminded by your prologue, you can alleviate one of your conditions in recovery order: hungry and thirsty, angry, afraid, or exhausted, but not injured and sick, as we mentioned. If no conditions, you can restore a point of taxed nature. And there's a typo in that sentence, so that's why this is a playtest. And if no conditions are taxed, you can alleviate a point of immortal burden or memorize a spell. And if none of those conditions apply, your game master is too nice.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I don't have any. Usually I would try to get rid of burden, but I don't have any.
Corey should go.
No, I can't. I went last time. I do want a spell, but
And I have taxed nature, but I intentionally at this point am taxing my nature down. So alleviating a point of it would just be counterproductive to my overall plan.
Oh, I love a spell so much. I want to do the bees.
Do the bees, Corey.
I want to give him the bees.
Wow, yeah, the beesness. But sadly,
I watched Corey decide he was too good for that pun, and then
Actually, no, I stumbled right past it in the dark.
Really?
Also, I made it like 2 or 3 times last session. Get with the times, Luke.
You said gross weird things last session. I don't remember puns.
Mm-hmm. Because you were distracted by the gross weird things. That's my secret.
That's how he gets you.
All right, so
accurate.
Christopher doesn't want to do the prologue because he wants to keep lowering his nature. Fair strategy.
Oh no, I can't do it.
Raina, any benefit for your prologuing? You don't have any tax nature?
No.
Wow. Neither does Tarvis, huh?
Nope.
3 out of 3.
And then one of you is just going to have to eat this and do a quick recap.
Luke, does this mean you're too nice?
No.
No, I doubt it.
I mean, it's Christopher and you are the two people that are walled off here.
Like, could I do it and not recover my tax nature? I'd be like, nah, I'm good.
You don't have any conditions?
No, I'm conditionless and I can't get fresh out of it, and I don't have any burden, which I usually do, but right now I don't.
Nope. You will follow the goddamn procedure.
Okay.
Right. I mean, I would be willing to recap it.
Do it. Read that cap.
All right, great. So last time we were walking along a road in a perfectly normal way, and we decided we should stop at an inn, the Inn of the Three Squires, and the door was hanging off the hinges, but that seemed perfectly reasonable. So we went in and looked around, and there was no one there. But there was a kitchen with the smoke coming out of the kitchen, and it smelled perfectly reasonable, I guess. And we decided to go in, and Tarvis didn't look around at all and just walked into a room and then got attacked by a lizard dog thing. And then we got in a fight with the lizard dog things, and there was a guy there cooking and looking very freaked out and kind of troubled, and the kitchen was a mess. And we fought some lizard dog things and killed them. And then it turned out that the guy was cooking people and for the lizard dog things because his daughter had been stolen. And we negotiated with him that we would go get his daughter back for 51% of the Inn of the Three Squires.
Did no such thing.
We absolutely did. It's a question of whether it was successful, but we definitely did that.
I believe all of us are well reminded, Luke. You might need to be well reminded.
In fact, I'm so well reminded, I want to re-memorize one of my spells.
You remind myself of a spell.
Yeah, you shouted some numbers at him as you lit some torches and
he repeated them back.
He repeated them back and said, whatever, go save my daughter. But
that's the law.
We got a handshake deal.
Yeah, we'll fucking see, won't we?
If he wants to squelch on this, that's fine. We can just keep the daughter.
Yeah, there's all different kinds of negotiation.
Well, then, as I recall, everything else after that is completely fine, especially while we were walking down tunnels and looked around really carefully at a juncture and definitely went to one side and avoided a trap completely and then got split up, and then everything was okay after that. It was okay.
That's what I remember.
Yeah. After that.
Right. Yeah. No, I know. There was some more of the lizard things ambushed us, and everything was terrible. And that's where we ended.
In a pit.
In a mid ambush, split by a pit. Right, there's a pit in the middle, and then I believe we're 2 on one side and 2 on the other.
Yeah,
we are.
Yeah, I think I'm one of the others.
You are on
the wrong side of.
You're on the wrong side of the pit. Yes.
Asterios is edging around the pit. Kiar and someone else are on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to be on the side
I believe that
Asterios is on.
Right. I think that Asterios and Tarvis are on the melee side.
Yeah, because I remember it being like the two people who are least useful.
No, it was really like specifically the worst.
Yeah.
I recall.
So I'm gonna briefly share my screen here just for documentary purposes. So hang on, just so folks can see where is the screen?
Corey, I haven't had a chance to say yet, but I love your background.
Thanks.
Okay, apparently it doesn't matter if I share my screen. I can't find, where is this it? Oh, I think this is it. All right, can you see the map?
Yeah.
Okay, so we began in the Dread Crypt, went through Skogenby and Astolf, and we're headed south, following the Death Omen that Kiar had, and also
a good Death Omen.
Nothing like a good Death Omen, and also rumors of Jarvis's parents being kidnapped. But you stop for a refreshing drink at the House of Three Squires and find yourself, shockingly, in a dungeon.
Who could have guessed?
That's loud. Wow. Yeah. Anyway, all right.
The stream is unlisted, by the way, Luke. I don't know if that's intentional.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Good point.
We're streaming. That's what matters.
Yeah, this is unparalleled.
Yeah, we've made it. We've done it. We've hit the big time. Mm-hmm. Share the link.
I'm not. I can't. I'm not on Twitter.
That's great. You're on vacation. Wow. That's great. But the stream is unlisted. So yes, searching for it on YouTube won't bring up anything, but you're free to share it around with all of your pals if you have pals.
I mean, can you tweet it twice and one time tweet it on my behalf?
Come on, man. I'm already doing so much for your vacation. Now you want me to tweet twice?
Wait, did he give you his password? What's his password?
No. It's just no.
I want him to tweet through his account on my behalf.
I'd be like, hey, and then this next tweet is from Corey, and then same tweet.
All right, so we find ourselves in a natural limestone cave here. Behind Kiar is it's called a ladder. It's a natural ladder, right? It's like this like dissolving waves of limestone that descend down into the darkness, right? So there's a drop behind Kiar. These evil creatures have dug out a pit in front of that drop, which they're using to ambush you. There was a Y corridor, and you had some very intelligent method of choosing whether to go left or right. You went right, and Kiar fortunately came out unscathed from the pit because Kiar be buff. But yeah, then these 6 of these creatures, heavily armed now. One of them seems to have something that is in its hand that's smoking. A couple of them definitely have slings. There's spears. And they're like kind of emerging from the darkness. Into the shadowy light of your torch and candle, if I'm not mistaken.
Now, do we know, you said that these are evil creatures. How do we know they're evil? What is the nature of evil?
Because they dug a pit in your path.
This is a good question.
I mean,
they're
Thank
mean.
You, Tommy.
They're
you,
mean.
Tommy.
They're jerks.
Mm-hmm.
They're jerks. But I don't believe there's any such thing as pure evil. So
why does it occur to us to call some things evil and other things not evil?
My creed is that all folk are fundamentally good.
Are these folk? Do these count as folk? Here's a question.
That's half of my creed.
Honestly, if we do a bunch of questions and answers like this, like we're doing right now, and also own an inn, this will be a game exclusively for Tommy and Paul.
Listen, Luke was saying now this is the Sheridan at 2 a.m. And if you want the Sheridan at 2 a.m. experience, you got to have the full thing.
You got to have the Sheridan, you got to have the 2 a.m.
Yeah, you guys want to hear my proof of God's existence?
Oh, man. man, proof is such a strong word, Tommy.
Okay, so here's the thing. I've been thinking about this for a week.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't have a good solution, but my best solution is the Asterios' thing is when in a position of weakness, always negotiate. That's my instinct. And I don't think I can turn this into a negotiation challenge, nor do I think that's a good idea. But I am wondering if I can use either haggle or another social ability to stop them long enough for my group to reposition. Not permanently, but just long enough for basically for Tarvis and Kiar to switch places.
Yeah. To stall.
Yeah.
I will try to sneak away in a light-footed in the darkness way if you give me an opportunity.
And what I was thinking is I have a number of different things that I could try to offer them.
Okay. So I guess that's a plan. The way Torchbearer works, right? The core rule of Torchbearer for players is describe to live. So you will have to describe Asterios' actions, and we will come to some understanding of what Asterios is doing, and then I will call for a skill test.
No, so here's my plan, which I just came up with just now, and it's great.
Right. You've given me your plan, but go on.
Yeah, I'm going to give you my specifics. You wanted to know what I'm doing, right?
Sure. Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to yell out, "Gourmands, hear me! I hear you as you are in the market for a better chef than the one you have. The one you have is garbage. I have a much better chef for you right here." And I'm going to gesture to Kiar, and I'm going to say, "Look at this man. Come forward, Kiar." And I want to bring Kiar forward and basically show him off as a chef and offer to give him to them in exchange for them.
Well, it's not really possible to bring Kiar forward because...
Yeah, no, that would be part of the process, if I succeeded in the check.
I see that. I see. Okay. Well, so you shout at them, and it echoes off the limestone caverns, and they a few of them advance. So it's Kiar and Raina on one side, and Tarvis and Asterios the other. So yeah. They start to look at, appraise Tarvis, and you can kind of see Tarvis turn into the chicken leg, the turkey leg, whatever. And
chicken leg.
Yeah,
he's little
halfling.
They don't seem to understand you.
Yeah,
you speak in a dragon. You have a dragon tongue, right? You can speak a dragon language, right?
I don't think I can. This all kind of falls apart if I don't know their language.
I thought you had a.
I have some weird languages, but
you had languages during character creation.
Your wise determines your language. If you know a monster, if you have a monster wise.
You had dragon wise, right?
Monster language.
No, I don't have dragon wise. I have ill-faring wise.
Ooh, well, that's from Haravash. So I now speak ill-faring, which is fucking bullshit.
Yeah, but it's not useful here. I'm
not
assuming.
In this moment. No, these are not ill-faring. We're not there yet. Slower burn on that plot.
Yeah.
We're not going to live that long. We're going to die in this pit.
Yeah.
One can only hope.
At least we drew their attention.
Yes.
But they're dangerously close to Tarvis.
Right. So I'm going to try to whichever I think will be safest, looking at the situation, I'm not sure, as Tarvis, least dangerous, we should say. I want to sneak back either along the ledge to the other side or down into the pit.
You can slide down into the pit away from them.
Or you could leap towards me and I'll catch you.
Could I do that?
Now,
maybe, yeah.
Now, Luke.
We could try.
Now, Luke, would I know whether these sorts of things fear magic? Essentially, could I try and stop them by pretending I can cast a spell?
Who doesn't fear true power, naked, raw power?
Yeah.
I would. So
I'm sorry, Naked Raw Power. Are you addressing me?
I I just would also like to say that just going further there, you don't only need you don't need to speak their language to be able to negotiate with them. There there are many languages of negotiation. Power being one.
Yeah. I don't have power.
They definitely seem to be ready to snap Tarvis up.
Yeah.
I definitely want to slide down into the pit then.
You want to leap?
Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna be able to.
Okay. Yeah. Here's what I'm gonna try and do. I'm gonna point to Tarvis. I'm gonna go. And then I'm gonna point at Kiara like much bigger.
Okay.
I'm just gonna try and sell them on Kiara instead.
Okay.
As a delicious snack. Much more meat.
Well, I would just also like to say that thumbs up and thumbs down are cultural gestures, but we're going to look past that.
Well, I can do the other things. Fucking come on, man! Like the yummy and the yum 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 and the like.
I do those things to my cat, and she doesn't
simulated vomiting, and like simulated vomiting is about as universal as you can get.
Are you saying that these things
you can just tell me you don't want me to do the check, Luke? Or
I'm trying to give you the right amount of rope here, Corey. I feel like we have found that rope, and it is nice and tight.
Cool. All right. So great. Let's hang me. Let's do it.
All right. So you're trying to all you're trying to do here is delay to buy time.
I just want my group to be able to reposition. I want Tarvis out of harm's way, and I want Kiara in harm's way.
That's what I'm here for.
Okay. All right. And what about Reyna?
I don't give a shit about Reyna.
She'll figure it out.
That's the spirit.
Okay. All right. I will allow the test.
Oh.
You are going to have a -1 success factor.
Sure.
Here, because I think it's going to be a versus test. Let me look at...
let's see. I'm on the other side of the pit. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And how wide is how far apart does that make us?
10 feet.
I could use 10 feet.
Reyna's still got the axe, so worst comes to worst. Having her on the far side is not bad.
And is the point that they don't notice us on this side doing anything?
Oh, they see you.
They see me, right?
I'm holding a torch.
Okay, well then I want to while Asterios is doing. I want to go, hey, and point to him, and then point to me and Asterios for us. That's I want to help out with this distraction. I have manipulator.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, and what skill am I using here, Luke?
I'm fine with Haggler.
Great.
About time. Let's fail another haggle check.
Yeah, I gotta rack up those failed haggle tests.
Yeah, because what's your exponent there on
4?
Yeah, so you got to have 3, right? You got to fail 3 times.
No problems.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, no problem. But I get +1 die from Reyna assisting with the distraction.
But -1 from Luke saying you get
-1 success.
-1 success.
Which is worse.
That is worse. That's way
Good
worse.
News.
Yeah.
Good news. Much worse.
All right.
Don't worry. As I tweeted, this is a game about sadness.
Oh, yeah. But I also have Persona that I'm trying to spend.
Oh, spend it.
Yeah. What does Persona do when I spend it before a check again, Luke? It just gives me 1 more die?
+1 die per point, or you can tap your nature and dump all of your nature into the test. But it has to be related to one of your descriptors.
Yeah, I think I'm going. I could do demanding here, but I think
you're demanding that they eat Kiara.
Yeah, I'm demanding that they stop and consider my offer rather than just murdering us.
Hey, let's make a deal.
Like, why not eat Kiara and Tarvis? This is like.
Well, really, you just want to give them all of the options, so they have to think about it for a few seconds.
Do you find that acceptable as a use of demanding?
I'll let it slide this time. I don't know why I'm going easy on you.
I don't either.
You should.
That's fine. I'll just take the +1 die. That's okay.
You should put the demands into your actions in the future.
Okay. I'm not going to do it. I'm just taking the +1 die. All right. Okay. I have 6 dice. I'm going to roll my 6 dice.
Cool. They're edging forward this whole time.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Wow.
I have like crap.
I have 1 success and then 0 successes as a result.
Yeah. Luke's got 2. It turns out.
I have 2. Okay.
This is bad.
Yeah. All right. So so you're all like trying to slowly maneuver and like draw a weapon or whatnot. When and they're just like looking at you like kind of like chirping and barking a little bit and and kind of trying to reach out for Tarvis. Tarvis slides down into the into the pit and is just like and Kiara's torch goes out.
I had 2 points of torch left.
It's funny how things go, how quickly. And they swarm you. Like before you can make the move and Kiara can kind of like come across or whatever. They the light drops to dim for all of you, which is except for Raina, who is the candle. Actually, I'm sorry, it's dim for Raina plus for one person. Raina has light, and the other 2 people are in darkness, which means they cannot act in a conflict aside from flee or trick.
You light a torch if you're in darkness?
Yes, you can, but you don't have any time to light a torch with them swarming you. So, what do you do?
There's 2 of them?
No, there's 6 of them.
6 of them. That's.
I mean, if all I can do, if Raina's the only one that can do an action, is what you're saying.
Well, Raina could. No. You all can flee and riddle or trick. Those are the three conflict types.
But Raina has light, and Kiara has dim light, and Tarvis and Asterios don't have light.
No, I don't have dim light.
Why not?
Did you say
one of you has light? One of you has dim light.
Christopher, you have dim light.
Right, because you're next to Raina.
Sure.
So like I'm in a pit and I don't have light, and Asterios like.
So 2 of you can like in that case in a conflict, and if like Raina and Kiara decided to take them on, and fight them off, Tarvis and Asterios couldn't act at all because they're in darkness. The darkness rules for.
I mean, can we just all 4 of us flee?
Yes.
Like, we don't need to fight this fight.
Right.
I'm not interested in killing. I don't think these things are evil. Right. I think they're just hungry. I've been there.
Right.
So yeah, I think we just like we were gonna go down the ladder anyway. Let's just go down the ladder.
Evil's kind of hungry if you think
down
about
the other
it.
way. Yeah.
Great. So you run.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You fish Tarvis out of the bowl there, and
I'll just reach down and be like, I'm waiting until you
comedy arm, grab him by the collar.
Yeah. Whoop.
Yeah. Sling bullets, are whizzing past, like ricocheting off the limestone. And they and now they're just like these dark shadows, like barking and kind of howling in this choked way as they try to fetch their meal that they were so excited about. Okay, so cool. Let's do fleet conflict. These are fun. I like fun.
Fun for you?
I like fun.
We're playtesting all of the rules. You've got to playtest a fleet conflict.
Right. I think, speaking of things that go on tombstones, I think that that I like fun goes on Luke Crane's, and then everyone can look at it and go like, this is a lie.
Yeah, I like fun.
I like fun, like Long War.
Luke doesn't even believe that fun exists.
Luke's relationship to fun is similar to Tommy's relationship to evil.
That does not seem right.
No, that's not right. I retract my statement. I recant.
Good.
All right, so I have to share the conflict screen with y'all. So incoming. I know it disrupts your setup when I do this.
My funky flow.
Yeah.
All right. My setup. Wait, we can still.
Yeah, I can see it in the role player. In the.
Yeah. But he's sharing it for the purpose of the stream.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, like we have
like,
access
hang
to it.
Yeah, sorry. I'm
I've
trying
hacked
to.
your
I'm
system.
trying to pretend I know what I'm doing, Tommy.
You're doing great.
Doing great. Doing great.
All right. So, who's going to be the conflict captain for Flea? I guess you're like, well, Luke, what is?
What governs Flea?
Yep.
Because we would like to not fall into the trap that you set for us in the first couple of sessions. The trap of unknowledge.
If you don't want to fall into traps, don't play a game with me. I don't know what to tell you.
You agreed to play this stupid game with me.
No, and we're happy to play it, but we just would like to know. We'd like to learn it as we do so.
You stressed the wrong part of that sentence, Luke. Our mistake was agreeing to play the stupid game with you.
Okay, so to generate hit points or disposition for the Flea conflict, you're going to test Scout, and you're going to add it to Health.
Okay, Health I'm real good at. Scout I have none of.
And then the attack and feint actions are Scout, and the defend and maneuver actions are Health.
Okay, Health I'm way up on. So Scout plus Health for me is 6 because my Health is 6. What did other people have?
Same.
I'm in the front, and I
Raina.
don't have either of those things, and I'm gonna fucking die.
You have Health.
Raina, I think you should be. I think you should be the Flea captain because I've been captain of a fight and.
Yeah, I've got a 2 of Scout and a 3 of Health for what it's.
So that's 5, but it's not as good as Raina's 6.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I've got.
Yeah, definitely should be Raina.
Captain it up. Yeah, because Kiara's like, I fight these things, and everyone's like, no, that's stupid.
With this particular one, Raina's going to be real good at it and can be captain, and Tarvis and Kiara are going to be all right at it, and Asterios
Garbage.
Is going to suck up.
Is like Tarvis in a
barrel of
social
butts.
conflict.
If only Asterios had bees.
So, if only. I am going to say also that to be able to flee as you would like to like flee down the ladder and out. So first you have to rescue Asterios in some manner. And so that is going to require a successful defend or maneuver action.
And then you said the defend and maneuver are the ones that are health. Where's my papers? Where are my papers?
This is in the book too. But yeah.
Maneuver was Scout, I thought, but I think defend is health. Is that
let me just look again. So flee, Scout is attack and feint. Health is defend and maneuver.
Cool.
The damagey ones are Scout. The protective ones are health. So yeah.
I'll
someone's
save
got to help.
Asterios.
Yeah, with a successful defender maneuver, and then you will also need to maneuver to get a successful maneuver to get down the ladder. We're going to play with some terrain here.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, this makes sense. I think I'm the good fight captain here. Raina, as the only one with light, kind of hisses like, "Are we done with this?"
I don't know. Asterios was going to convince them to eat me.
Scout plus health.
Yeah. I got to get back over here. Yeah. You can get help from your peeps here. So
you roll Scout and then you add it to your health total, right?
And we can help with this, Luke?
Yeah. Help. Absolutely.
Great. Yeah. Well, we help because we're all doing the same thing.
No, that's not how this game works. You must describe what your character's doing.
Yeah.
Okay, great. The thing I'm doing to help we already established, which is I'm reaching into the pit, grabbing Tarvis by his collar and tossing him down the ladder.
And as Tarvis somersaults down the ladder, Tarvis looks around at the room we're about to run into and shouts back many, like the things I can see in the dim light.
What do your hobbit eyes see?
Yeah, exactly. And I have Scout, so I will help with that by scouting around ahead.
Asterios, can you help here? You have Scout?
Well, I do not have Scout, no.
What about a Wise? Any Wises that can help here?
I was going to argue for Glamour Wise potentially, but it wouldn't involve casting a spell. It would just be pretending like I was about to cast a spell to hold them up for a second.
Does your dark god that haunts you have any insights onto this other dark underground area? I don't know if they necessarily would, but
I really don't know anything about Hattervash, so
yeah,
I do.
I would save the Glamour Wise for an action during the fight. It would probably pay off more.
I can only use it once.
You have Glamour Wise, or you have Or you have glamour. Yeah. Oh, glamour. I'm sorry. Glamour wise. Yeah. No. Sorry. Toss it in. Absolutely. Pretend to cast.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm basically going a full Gandalf, like last thing before the lights go out, slamming my staff down in front of me.
You have a staff?
Yep.
Great.
Sweet.
I mean, it's really just a stick.
Aren't we all?
Okay.
Good point.
So the
and do I get is this a test? Do I get a fresh die? You're gonna
roll the dice. Not for this doesn't count for advancement because it's obstacle 0. Basically, you're just generating successes.
Right. But so does fresh give you a die?
Oh yeah, fresh. Yeah. You're gonna roll the fresh die. Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Love to roll the FD.
Final destination.
Yeah, Raina's a really good captain here.
So you're getting 3 dice from help and a fresh die. Yeah. Oh yeah. And that's plus your health?
No, that's including my health.
Oh, you don't roll your health, right? You just add your health?
It's added on.
That's.
Oh, I see. I see.
Correct.
You did the thing. I see how you did it. It was very clever.
Okay. All right. So you have 6 points. Who's the conflict captain here? You are, Tommy, right? So
yeah, Raina.
You have 6 points to distribute amongst your 4 companions. So you're going to assign them each like individual hit point values now.
Do we think 2 each? So 2 to Asterios because he's in the most trouble, or and go ahead, Paul. Or
so my understanding of the rule. So if one of us gets reduced to 0 hit points here, we can still, like, if we still succeed in the conflict narratively, like there'll be a compromise.
Right.
We'll all flee in some way, right, Luke?
Being knocked out of this conflict doesn't necessarily mean you don't get away.
Right.
Yeah.
So in that case, Asterios should have 1 hit point for sure, because Asterios is useless.
Yeah, I'm useless.
Like how Tarvis had 1 hit point in the social conflict.
So then I would say 1 each to Tarvis and Asterios, and then 2 to me and Kiar.
That seems legit.
Yeah, I'll likely take the back of the line.
And Tarvis is injured, so I would normally be like okay at some of these things, but I'm injured, so I'm going to have a -1 die on a whole bunch of stuff. Is it -1 die or -1 success, Luke?
-1 die for the injury. It's a little more forgiving.
It is.
That's a lot of nuts.
All right, so there's a lot of them, and they're swarming. And so there's 6 of them. There's 1 leader with 3 hit points. There's 2 tough guys, tough ladies, whatever. And then there's 3 with 1 hit point. And then I'm sorry, what was your? So Asterios gets 1.
Asterios gets 1,
and Tarvis gets 1.
Right.
And then the remaining 2 get 2.
All right.
Yep, that's right.
Great. Thanks again to Eric Vulgaris. Okay, let us not forget this rule this time. So you'll notice that on your character sheet you have a might ability, and your might is 3. Adventurers start as might 3. These creatures have a might of 1 normally, which is why you destroyed them the last time you met them. However, a swarm of these creatures has a might of 2, and this is a swarm. They have enough to be a swarm.
Still have more might,
but your might is higher. So your might is 3 over 2. So that means that you get +1 success every time you have an unopposed test against them. So like if it's like an independent test, right? So if you feint them and you beat their defend or something like that, you get +1 success. Also, anytime that you tie them in a versus test, you will immediately get +1 success because your might is higher. Okay, so you can now remind me of that when I forget it.
It might be okay.
That seems very fair.
All right, I'm going to choose 3 actions. And in case it wasn't clear, the consequences here, if you do not flee from them, you will be captured.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
It seems fine either way.
Ready to fucking die.
No, we won't die. Yeah, captured. Come on.
Oh yeah. No, I'm just skeptical of Asterios' ability to survive captivity.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Same.
So
Hey, can you see me choosing these actions?
Yes, we can, Luke.
Mother hell.
Oh, I'm not looking at the Zoom. I'm looking at the...
Everyone turn away from the Zoom.
Okay.
I turned away. My eyes are closey.
So now Raina has to select the...
Yeah. Raina, you got it. John.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
all right, I'm ready.
Okay.
Tarvis, do you have Scout?
Yes, I do. I've got a Scout of 2.
Yeah, so basically you should just not use me and hope I get knocked out in the first round.
And I'm going to save you.
I've got a sling.
I'm just saying if anyone should get knocked out.
Yeah. So
because Christopher, the reason I say that is because if not, I will be forced to be part of the actions next round.
Yeah. But we'll just resolve it in one round and then we're fine.
Additionally, Christopher, when you're taking your action, keep in mind that using some kind of bribe, if I'm reading this correctly, does give you +1 to defend.
Okay.
Wait.
And we probably have, unless that's for a different kind of conflict.
Oh no, that's for that is for the negotiations.
That's not this one. That's not this one. Yeah.
I can give you some flea weapons though. I can't.
Yeah. What are flea weapons? Very small. They jump.
Actually, let me look in the new book because Topi and I.
While you look at that, Corey, here's the deal. I think that it behooves me to use my action to defend you, to pull you out of the danger.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to be defending anyway. I'm just saying if there's excess damage that has to be assigned.
I believe that I'm equally good at defend and maneuver in this particular fight, though it depends on... Well, it depends. Luke... Right, because I can't use my shield. My shield doesn't give me a bonus to defend in this event, because shields are...
no, kill, capture, drive off. Yep.
Right.
Weapons like shields and swords function the same in kill, capture, and drive off. Oh, no, this is a flea conflict, though.
This is a flea conflict.
So you're right. Your shield doesn't come into play here.
Right. So defend. So I am equally good at defend and maneuver until Luke comes back and says, "Oh, well, if you have a dowsing rod, you get a +2 to maneuver." In which case I become really good at maneuver.
The only thing... Oh, wow. The only weapon, so locals, if you're local to this area, you get +1 die to one action type.
Love it.
So that's not you, that's them. If you have a map, you get +1 D to your dispo. So where's that cartographer instinct, yo?
Not me. I'm too stupid.
That one's a weird one. But if you have the right tools, you also get +1 success to attack. So right tools in this case would be like spikes to hammer in to climb down, or rope,
like the rope we left behind, the rope we intentionally left behind.
Yeah, remember when I was like, we should bring the rope, and you guys all fucking roasted me for about 45 minutes?
Or you could also use a maneuver.
I do remember that.
Enough successes on a maneuver. If you get 4 successes on a maneuver, you can rearm, and in this case, you could rearm a torch. You could put a torch to a candle. That would also count as right tools in this case to get you +1 success to attack.
Tommy.
Right.
Yeah. Tommy. Make me, since you're the captain, I beseech you, have me do a maneuver. If I get 4+ successes on my maneuver, then I can rearm and put a new torch out. I will be the torchbearer.
Just real quick, feint is good against defend, right? That's what we keep messing up. And
feint is very good against defend, yes.
Right. That's the thing that's useful about feint.
Defend killer.
Right. Whereas defend is good against attack, and maneuver is good for setting up the next thing and okay against attack.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I think... So is it, what do we think? What do you think? Maneuver, attack, and because we need a maneuver, we need a successful maneuver to get stereos.
Yes.
So
I can do a maneuver.
A successful defend to get me.
I thought it was defend or maneuver to get.
The maneuver is to get down the ladder. Oh, right. I don't know, Luke. Was it either?
A defend or maneuver to consolidate the party. I'll take a successful defend or successful maneuver to consolidate the party, but then a successful maneuver to get down the ladder, basically.
And order matters there.
Yeah.
And so we don't really need attacks. What we need are maneuvers.
Yeah, maneuver is what
if we could do a maneuver to get Asterios and then another maneuver to get down the ladder, we win.
No. They will pursue you down the ladder.
Yeah. But they're bad at ladders.
In order to win, you do have to reduce their disposition to 0. You have to knock off their hit points in order to win.
They're going to fall down the ladder, and that'll hurt their hit points.
So what were you thinking? Maneuver, attack?
I mean, I know that I want to do a maneuver somewhere in this process because A, I can use it either to save Asterios or go down a ladder either way, and B, I can light a torch at the same time if I get 4+ successes, which is possible.
So
It is possible.
So then maneuver, attack, maneuver, maybe? Right, because
Maybe.
then we get a torch and we get
We get
down
stuff.
the ladder. Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
maneuver, attack might even.
It sets up a lot of because the maneuvers create bonuses for future
Yeah.
actions. So if we do maneuver to maneuver attack, by the time we get to that attack, it might be
Hopefully
quite
it'll be
beefy.
good,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Okay.
Oh, beefy.
Great.
Right. I like
So
that.
so who's So the attack is Kiara.
No.
No,
No.
Kiara's a maneuver. The attack should be
Because
you and me,
attack is
Tommy.
anybody who
Okay.
can
Attack is scout, right? Okay.
Yeah, attack and feint or scout. I can only defend and maneuver.
Okay.
Normally in combat, I can only defend and attack. But
Okay.
in this one, I can defend.
So,
So then-
you'll be better at attacking, Tommy, but you'll be okay at it. But,
Right.
but like I'll be
So
okay.
then so let's go Tarvis, Kiar, Reyna.
Okay.
And we'll do maneuver, attack.
Sure.
So, all right.
All right, Tarvis.
So a maneuver here is health, right?
You got to put the cards out,
Yeah.
Tommy.
Nice.
Go to the thing. Choose
Cool.
the cards.
Yeah. So I'll be okay at this.
You lay them out.
All right.
Yeah. And you just line them up underneath Luke's cards, and that way when he flips them, you flip yours. And
So the
fancy.
two maneuvers that I'm doing. So the first, we actually have to do a maneuver where we rescue Asterios, and then another one where we like slip down the stairs, right?
Yeah. And
Could
also,
we-
while you have to have some attacks in there too.
Right.
So-
Could we have, like, for my purposes and like what Tarvis is good at, could we have, since it sounds like we want to have Kiara be the rescuer, right? Because Kiara is good at, even though they're both maneuvers, Kiara is the best rescuer and I'm the best scout and sneaker.
Well, I assume that I might take some attacks as a result, which is like.
Yeah, I
right
mean,
for
either,
me.
who knows who will take the attacks. But basically what I'm saying is I've got a sneaking nature and I can help like scout and like sneak down the stairs,
Hell
Well, I think-
which will make me good at it. Whereas
think you
don't
could
have them to
I think you
throw
could
it.
start heading down the stairs while I grab. So like you start heading down, I grab Asterios and we follow you. So like I think that still works in the fiction for you to go
Yeah.
first, but your first maneuver is about sneaking, whereas my second maneuver
sure.
is about saving.
Yeah.
Like I think that works.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're like just narratively. That's going to be the constraint here. Is like it is until you get that first successful maneuver defend. It's going to be about like getting across the pit. Right. Everything is going to be about getting across the pit.
Right.
And then until you get that second successful maneuver, it's going to be about slowly climbing down while they're, pelting you with rocks and clawing onto their backs or whatever.
So yeah,
all
Paul
right.
sneak.
Okay.
Okay. So who's first?
So it'll be Tarvis then.
Cool. Oh,
And-
maneuver.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Right.
What does that
Very
mean?
cool.
It's I think maneuver is independent.
Right.
So yeah, we're gonna
So we get +1 success or +1 die on this because of our might differential.
We get +1
plus one success.
because
Yeah,
it's
plus one
independent.
success. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's independent.
Uh-huh.
Delightful.
So nice.
I'm going to just
Love
let me just
to
check
see
their
it.
weapons here. All right. Okay. All right. So they get +1d to this because you are in their pit. You are literally in their pit right now.
Yes.
So they get +1d.
I thought I pulled him out of the.
What's all in the pit, kind of around
Just-
here?
Broken stone and the tarp. I don't think you ever found a home for the tarp because it wouldn't fit in
No,
somebody's
we didn't,
pack.
we
Right?
didn't
it
get
wouldn't.
it.
So it's just the tarp's down there. It's neatly folded up.
Luke,
Have
how do
they-
you know if a stone is broken?
Has jagged edges.
Okay.
Have any other beings ever been caught in this pit?
Yes.
Are there
Several.
are there bones around?
No,
Like,
no.
Are there bones?
I'm just
There's-
idly curious.
Wow.
Paul, there's skin, there's blood, there's hair, no bones. Very weird.
Interesting. No, that's fine. That's fine. I want to get an image in my mind of the setting.
Yeah.
That's what's really important to me.
That's all,
No,
that's all that
they
matters.
have taken out the live captives that recently fell in this pit, and they are being tortured elsewhere. You can hear
Right.
their screams echoing around the chambers.
Oh, nice. Excellent.
Love
that's,
it.
Yeah.
That's very.
All right, I'm ready to roll, Tardis. But so they're coming forward in the darkness and trying to like get around you, right? They're trying to
Right.
surround you.
Well, I want to take advantage of the fact that it's dark, right? Which is at least helpful for sneaking, right? So I want to slip away. I'm a halfling. I'm good at like sneaking away and doing things like that. So I want to slowly just maneuver my way around them, basically, to kind of like slip away and up and out.
Okay. Yeah. Great. Yeah. I mean, Kiara's obviously helping you with
Yeah.
the pull. Yeah.
So I want to spend a persona point to use my sneaking nature and add that to my roll. It's kind of
Ooh, yeah, smart.
Yeah.
Yep, that's great. Health plus nature is totally legit here. Everybody can help. Reina, Asterios, you can totally help here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm just wildly whirling my staff in the dark.
Yeah. I have a candle.
Oh yeah. So Reina's helping with
So
the light.
I'm giving light.
All right. So
you
plus
lean
2 dice.
forward, kind of. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great. Plus 2 dice.
Yep.
Very cool. And then I'm gonna get a -1 die for being injured, right?
And -1 die for being injured.
But +1 success for might.
Right.
But +1 success for might, and but you're gonna add your nature to your health here when you spend the persona point.
So that's 8, 9, 10, 9. So 9 dice.
Woo!
+1
Right.
automatic success.
+1 success. Yes.
Yeah.
So that will be
I get
2,
4.
3, 4. 4.
Roll
Luke has 4 successes. That's gross.
9d6.
Did okay.
Paul, you got 5 successes.
I got 6
and you have
successes,
one
actually.
more success after that.
Yeah.
So you
Why
have
does
6
he get the
successes.
one extra success?
Because
the
we're
might.
Differential.
Yeah.
I thought that was. Yeah,
And
that's
it's an
great.
independent test, right? It's
It
not
applies
versus-
Yeah.
to independent tests and it applies to ties.
right.
Yes.
So what does that mean? If
Okay.
we got
so
6 successes, we can spend those
so
on
it's-
things. But
it's independent. Yeah, yeah. You have 6 successes. You
Right.
can spend it. I blew up the maneuver card there. So,
all right, okay.
Yeah. So you can. Oh, I forgot to roll. Hold on. Did I
Paul.
mess up this one die? Hold on. I'm going to cheat here. This isn't cheating. This is the great thing about having a die pool system. You can wait. No. I didn't lose it. So you can, if you want to disarm them, you have plenty of successes here. You can disarm the pit. Because this makes sense, right? This is the maneuver. You're getting over the pit. The pit gives them +1 die.
We're getting past the pit with this maneuver, right?
Yeah, but I can still use it to my advantage if I can figure out a way to use it. But so
Leaving.
the pit is their weapon. The pit is the weapon that they use this turn.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. That's your disarm option.
Sure.
But you also had the rearm option here. You can rearm Kiar with a torch.
Okay. And so that's 4 successes, right?
That's
so
4 successes to rearm. Yep,
and so then I could rearm Kiara with the torch and also gain position for +2 dice on the next.
correct.
That seems great.
Yeah.
Love
Right.
it.
I've got a
Love it.
torch again.
Cool.
Okay.
And then +2 dice for gained position because we're all consolidated back together. So then
Great.
for the next one.
So they got 4.
Does that mean did that get Asterios back too, or?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep, you're all at the top of the limestone ladder now.
Nice. Good job,
Right.
Paul.
I want to say then that Asterios kind of pole vaulted. It's not important, huh?
And I've now spent enough persona points to level up when we get back to town.
Hey.
Hey, me too.
Yeah. So they'll just to make it easy, they will impede you and gain position themselves. So they're +2d to their next roll. You're -1d to the next roll. But you also so that means that the carryover is +1d from because you
Right.
gained position, but they're
Right.
impeding you. Right. It's not a clean exit from the pit. You're scrabbling. Right. Asterios is like, what? Wait. And and getting
Yeah.
yanked across
Yeah,
by
like-
Reina.
They're like grabbed onto my staff.
Right.
I'm
But,
sure.
but I believe the way that works out math-wise is we end up at the top of the ladder, and I have a torch lit, and so I have a +1 to this roll I'm about to make.
You have a +1s attack.
Oh, can I pass that +1s on?
No,
if I'm
only
not
if you're doing an
attacking.
attack.
That's what the weapon effect of the torch is, a +1s attack.
Okay, cool.
Right, you can light the way, so you can
Yeah,
flee.
but-
But
Well,
I
if you're
think
not
he was
doing an
asking.
attack, I can't help you.
I think he was asking if Tommy can utilize the light from the torch as his weapon on his attack.
No, Kiara has the weapon.
Cool.
That's fine. I have a candle.
Who's action 2?
Reina.
I am.
All right.
No.
Oh,
Oh, really? Okay,
wait.
dude, up to you.
Yep. Are you doing a maneuver or an attack?
I'm doing a maneuver. I cannot do
then
an
yes.
attack.
Okay, right. Great. Then yes, Kiara.
Okay. It is
So
me.
flip that card.
So maneuver versus attack. How does that go?
So versus.
cool.
So we're gonna roll dice.
Excellent.
All right. So you get +1 die from Tarvis's efforts.
Mm,
Right. That nets out there.
nice.
And then you roll your health plus help.
Okay.
So what are you doing? Go ahead.
So here's the thing. So the maneuver that I'm trying to do, since I don't have to save Asterios, so he's there at the position. The maneuver I'm trying to do is now we go down the ladder. So the thing that I'm doing more than anything is holding the torch towards the oncoming foes and providing essentially shelter to be like, okay, everybody, we're going to move down this ladder and we're going to do so safely, unimpeded by these jerks. That is my goal here, is to provide a wall.
Blinding them with the torch.
Yeah, and distracting them from. I make them look like I kind of do a couple of false charges forward to make it look like we've rallied and we're going to charge back at them, but actually we're just going down the ladder.
Great. How are folks helping?
Are any of you helping me?
I want to use the candle to sort of light the ladder during these false charge gestures. So as he's sort of making it look like, I'm like, no, light down here. So his dramatics with the torch don't affect the light.
Okay, dig it. Take that's +1 die.
Awesome.
And if we're gonna like do this false charge and kind of do this kind of a tricky maneuver here, I'm a burglar by trade and good at being sneaky, so I'm gonna help. I'm gonna certainly disguise my actions, and anyone that's near me kind of just like do the sleight of hand sneaking burglar tricks of like don't notice what we're actually doing with
Great.
most of our bodies.
Asterios.
I'm not really sure Asterios can help here. I think he's tried to be heroic enough.
Asterios, I feel like you could do some yelling about like, we're going to attack. Like even if they can't understand our words, you can make it sound like.
I mean, one of my natures is running. Can that help?
How are you going to run when you're at the top of a limestone ladder?
Oh, so it has to be physically sprinting. It doesn't have to do with fleeing.
It's running. It's not fleeing. It's running. The nature descriptors are pretty specific.
Corey, metaphor is not what this game is about.
But running, like run away, isn't that? No, okay. All right. Well, no, I'm not helping. I don't have any way to help.
You get down this ladder, then yes, you can run to Asterios' content. Just off into a dark cave somewhere.
And I am going to spend a persona point to add my nature. And in this case, it isn't just me adding nature and taxing my nature, because I would claim that my nature of boasting is very much what I'm doing with these false charges. No? No?
I don't know.
You don't think so?
You're trying to safely descend
okay. No,
a stone wall.
I'm totally fine with taxing my nature, as you know. But I was like, actually boasting, I could make a case for it. But if Luke does not buy my case, I will tax my nature.
I do love having these nature descriptors.
They're meant to be loose, but also there has to be a limit to their looseness.
No, I've definitely found that limit.
All right.
In fact, that's all I found.
My nature is taxed. My persona points are spent. And that gives me 2 more dice. And I roll my 11 d6s.
Wow. Yeah. All right. So they have themselves plus 2 dice from them gaining position on you last time. And they're going to use their locals ability, right? Oh no, they can't. They equip the pit. No, sorry, the pit gives them +1 success to this.
Okay.
If they,
So you have 5 successes. No, 6. You have 6 successes.
6. Yeah, I got to
do the greater than 4 thing.
I got to do the greater than 4. Sorry.
Yeah,
listen, Luke, you got to use the greater than symbol.
Oh, but you still beat me.
I sure did.
I can't.
Sure did. I got 8 successes because I'm
okay. So you safely, under Kiar's motherly guidance, you safely descend the limestone ladder. Nicely done. And you get 2 successes to spend on the maneuver.
Great. What kind of maneuver can I use? Can I invoke with 2 successes?
Well, 2 successes.
Is there a menu?
Is a gain position? Yeah, it's the card that Luke has zoomed in here. So.
Oh. So I could gain position, which gives
Yeah.
+2 dice. Yeah, I'm going to gain
Great.
position, giving +2 dice to Reyna's action, whatever it is. I have no idea what it could be. But Reyna, you get +2 dice on your next action because of my maneuver.
All right, so they're at the top of the ladder. You're at the bottom of the ladder. Torch lit, candle
Yeah.
lit.
Yeah, we're good at running away. Guys, we should have been running away from every conflict.
Yes.
Oh, isn't that interesting how you use the phrase running away there?
Your time has come, Asterios. All right, what do you got, Reyna?
Yeah, I mean, we're at the bottom of the ladder. I'm just gonna. So at the bottom of the ladder, there's still like a single path for us to take, right?
Yes, there is a tunnel that winds away into the darkness. The ground here is kind of ground here is kind of mucky.
Well, we're just gonna fucking haul ass. We're just gonna flee. We're just gonna.
But you're doing an attack, right?
Yeah,
Spoilers,
that's what
but-
right. That's what we're. That's
Yeah,
what the
yeah.
attack does, right? Like,
Oh,
we're-
yeah.
Yeah,
It,
but like,
it flees more. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You flee. Good job. And I
hauls ass.
fainted. I fainted you on this one.
oh dang!
So you
we just ignore you.
you
So
trumped my
here
feint.
we can run down this hallway, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like actually run, Asterios.
Yeah. Oh, I love to run. Love
Okay,
to
so
run.
I roll. So you don't roll anything, and then I roll a lot of things. Is that?
Yeah.
the deal?
Yes, you roll all the things and you get +1 success to all the things.
Okay.
And
so,
+2 dice from the maneuver,
Okay.
and we're all gonna help.
So I use this one uses scout.
Yes.
Attack uses scout. Yep.
Great. So that's 3d6 for scout plus the 2 from the maneuver. So that's 5 plus
Yep.
any help that I get.
I'm gonna call out where we're going to. I'm helping you.
This is
look ahead
perfect,
as a
Paul.
scouter.
I am so glad you
Yeah.
said that, because what my intention was is to hold the torch forward with one hand and hold you by your collar up with the other hand.
All right.
Because
Yeah,
I do
I
not
wanted-
believe in your ability to run at my speed.
I actually also, Asterios is like grabbing his other arm. Like when you have a kid, like when two
Yeah.
parents have a kid and they're swinging them on the.
Tarvis cannot sneak if you are both like.
No,
Jarvis
I'm
is
not
not sneaking.
sneaking. I'm
He's
scouting.
not sneaking.
Oh, you're scouting. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
great.
So
We're doing
he's-
1, 2. They're doing 1, 2, 3 jump with me.
The
Which
trick
is what I
is
do with my 5-year-old.
right. The trick is that Tarvis is looking forward because Asterios and Kiara are looking down, holding
And
Asterios,
running
holding
as
Tarvis.
fast as we fucking can.
And
Yeah.
he's like, "Look out for that stalactite." I'm like, "Is it a stalactite or a stalagmite? Which one?"
Then I explain the
All
difference.
right, Tommy. How you doing?
Good. No, good. So I'm at 8 now, right? 3
Yeah.
for scout plus 2 plus 1 help each. Am I missing anything? Or do we get a success right away? Because
Yeah, we get a free success.
do we get
Yeah,
plus
you get a
1
free
success?
Yeah.
Right.
So it's H dice plus 1 success.
Are you trying to spend any persona or anything, Tommy?
No, I'm good. I have already spent 3 of each. But good thinking.
I've actually now spent 4 persona. Does
That's good. That's good. The level
Luke says
level
it's
stuff
good.
isn't like pass fails. They don't get wiped out when you when you advance. They continue to accrue. All right, Tommy got 4 successes and 1 6. Tommy, so you knock out.
you want to explode
No,
that 6?
5. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You want- No.
No,
Oh, he did the
four.
plus
It is-
one. You already
nope,
got the
it is
plus
4 successes.
he's good at this.
You want to explode that 6 though?
Yeah. Do you want to? If you explode that 6, you eliminate one. Or if you get one more success, you'll eliminate another one of them.
Yeah, a fate point will do it, right?
Fate point would do it.
So I only have 1 fate point.
What better
Unspent.
time?
But
Right.
Yeah. All
Better
right.
time to spend a fate point.
As long as you don't
I
roll
love it
as-
when everybody else spends your fate points.
Yeah. Yeah. We're all pretty excited about spending.
Like,
this fate
I
point.
wish I could spend a fate point for you. If I could, I would.
Yeah.
I would give you one of mine.
Yeah. Well,
But you can't.
put it in. Hmm?
Luke
Yeah,
says
but-
no.
and
Luke's
however-
the jerk here.
Yeah. Just so we're all mad at the right person. It's Luke.
I never make the mistake of not being mad at Luke.
Yeah. No.
Good. Tight.
I feel like I'm gonna want to
Okay.
either use a wise or learn from help this time. Like this exploding 1/6. A 50 spending it for a 50% chance.
Oh, so I had a success. That was a successful health test, wasn't it, Luke?
Yeah.
Yeah. boom.
Oh yeah, I got a successful.
Do you have a wise that might help here, Tommy?
Well, I have a revenge wise.
No, we're not quite there yet.
You
Yeah, I
haven't
didn't
done
think
anything
so.
to us yet.
Right.
Soon. Yeah.
And
Okay.
folklore wise.
Yeah, not quite.
I
Okay.
didn't think so. But
All
that
right.
was a successful scout test.
That one is against Ob Zero, so that doesn't count, my friend. Sorry.
Fucker.
Yeah. There's no difficulty.
Oh, I would claim there was some difficulty there.
But
Felt a lot of difficulty.
well done. You have put yourselves in the driver's seat here. Okay, so you're down. Some of them are too scared to come down or something. I don't know. But yeah, only 3 of them make it down the ladder after you.
They fall down the ladder.
Only so many of them can fit at a time. There's a problem.
Also true.
Some of them fall down the ladder and break their spines.
All right. So round 2, Raina's still conflict captain. Raina hasn't been knocked out. Asterios must take the first action.
Yeah, baby.
All right. Let me select. Everybody, look away from.
Okay.
Go look. While we're not looking, you could just not share your screen for a second if you wanted.
Isn't that obnoxious? I feel like I'm just like.
It's less obnoxious than us having to all close our eyes.
Is it? All
Yeah.
right.
Or
Fine.
surf the
Okay. All right.
internet.
All
Oh,
right.
that's way
Oh,
better.
come on, guys. I'm.
Tommy,
Yeah.
I am happy to do more maneuvering if you need it of me.
Don't discuss it yet. Luke's making his decision.
Yeah, but just like at some point.
Sure.
Or defending. Like, either one is the same for me.
You need to defend? I can defend.
What's your health, Asterios?
Defend is based
My
on-
health, I believe, is 3.
All right. I am
Yeah.
selected.
Great.
All right, so given that Asterios should do one of the defend action, either defend or maneuver, Asterios will be okay at. Whereas
I don't
feint
know
and
that-
attack.
There's
Asterios will be
nothing to
bad at.
defend against yet. We haven't lost any health
Well, except if they do an attack.
at the same time. But if
Well,
we
But
did
a maneuver
okay,
might just
a
be the
maneuver
right
would
choice.
just do it. Right.
If I'm doing scout, Luke, am I doing half my
Attack or
will
feint?
or
Yeah, half. I think it's half health. It should be on this sheet. It should have an H or a W.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, Scouts
don't
are
have a
will.
sheet in front of me.
Scouts are will.
Scouts will. So yeah, half will rounded up.
okay? So
What's your
then
will?
it would actually be the same. My will is 5.
Oh,
so actually,
Corey can
it
take any
nods as
action.
good as a wink to a blind bat.
That's
You know
true.
what I mean?
Yeah,
I do
that's very true.
know what you mean.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm good doing anything that we feel like we need. So I could bust out another maneuver if you guys want.
Yeah, the maneuvers. were
Here's
pretty-
the only thing is that I think that if Luke were gaming us as players, he would have anticipated that you were probably better at defend and maneuver, but
True.
he might not know that you're good at attack and feint.
Right. So
Do
maybe
you
use
want
attack.
you want me to attack? Because running.
I could see an idea.
Oh, you can use your
Oh.
running.
Yes.
Holy shit! You could add your
Yeah.
nature on?
You
That's
wanted to
amazing.
run for so long.
I was
Yeah.
born
What are
to
you
run.
running?
I was born to run. Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
that's amazing.
I think we should lead off with an attack.
Of great runningness.
I was born to run would be a good.
Do you want me to
creed.
put it down?
Huh?
I can
He's
do
doing it. He's doing it. He's
Okay.
doing it.
Tommy's
Oh, Corey, you got it?
No, I have no idea how this works.
All right, I got it.
Yeah, you're the bike captain. Figure it
Okay.
out.
So then I think Tarvis sits this one out probably.
Sure. That makes sense.
And then so it's you and me, Kiar.
What order do you want it in?
Well, we've got an attack. We have to knock down what?
6 more, I think. Right?
6 more.
Yeah, I'm garbage at the attacking. I mean, we could do it attack,
yeah,
maneuver,
let's-
attack, and I can
Yeah,
set
let's
you up.
do that. Yeah,
Okay.
I like that.
All right.
Love it.
So I'll go second with a maneuver.
Yep.
And then you'll go third with attack. Luke, you're not supposed to look at your screen right now, so that we can.
I'm all selected.
If you could
Unless
just,
I'm shuffling my
if you
cards.
could just close your
right.
eyes while we make this decision.
All right. I'm gonna share again for the folks at home. All right.
Yeah. There's so many of them.
Just there's
One.
Oh,
I don't
but
know how
there-
many are on YouTube.
there's
There's 2
3.
people watching right now on YouTube.
Oh,
Oh, plus there's
I-
3.
I'm
in
one of
here
them.
with
yeah.
us.
I think that's just us. I don't think anyone who's not us is watching on YouTube.
Good for
This is
us.
a
A
top
while
secret.
ago, I went in
That's
there and there
fine,
were
but
5.
this is for posterity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Posterity. I like
All
big
right.
posterity. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah.
Nudge,
Just
nudge,
that-
wink, wink, say no
We're,
more.
Oh.
we're live. We're live, Corey.
Jeez, Corey.
Attack. Think
Attack,
of the
attack.
children.
Attack.
So these are both
Yeah.
independent ones, right? So we get a +1 success on this.
They are undeterred by their companions, and they're going to use their knowledge of the tunnels to their benefit here. And
Sure.
yes.
Luke, can some of my rations be a tool for the job here if I'm throwing them to distract them with scent?
Yes. Mark off a portion of rations and take
Yeah.
+1 success to attack.
Hey.
Nice.
Yeah, I feel like that's a sacrifice. That's like a
Oh yeah. That's
sacrifice that merits getting a success.
Hell yeah. That's great.
I'm down for it. They seem to be pretty hungry.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, great. So then I have 3 successes, three dice from
Is the tool +1 success or +1 die?
+1 die.
No,
He said
right-
+1 success.
Right,
You did
tools
say-
is +1s.
Oh, cool.
So
All right.
yeah,
So you get +2s because we have might differential.
and the might differential. Yeah.
Well, this is an opposed test, right? Or no?
No,
No, they're
independent.
independent.
So
Oh,
you
jeez.
have +2 successes right
Yeah,
off the
see-
bat.
You are going out, my friend.
The
Oh,
only
I'm
thing,
gonna fucking die.
right? The only thing that I wish that I had taken a defend action, but it's too late for that. But
It's
oh
all right.
well. Oh well.
Oh well. Yes. So I have 3 dice from my will, and then I
Add
could.
all help at first before you divide by half.
Okay. So then I have 5 will, and then how's everybody helping me, please?
Well, the thing you're doing is running, right?
Yeah.
But you still have an arm looped around that Tarvis guy, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm helping by carrying at least 50% of the Tarvis.
Yes. 50% of the Tarvis.
And I continue to look and scout ahead.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Jarvis can
good.
help.
Yeah,
good.
and I continue to provide light.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great. Very similar. Okay, so we're at 6. Wait, no, we're sorry, 5. We're at 8.
So you're at 4.
So we're at 4.
4 dice plus 2 automatic successes.
Yes. And
And just
then
roll- and just
wait, but do I want to do my nature here and then have it cut in half?
Mm.
No, nature will not cut in half.
Oh,
This
okay.
is special bonus dice on top of the beginner's luck rules.
Yeah,
So
I think
anytime
that-
you spend
Corey, get
rewards,
that bonus.
yeah, I think that I want this bonus.
Spone it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a persona. I am fucking using running here, and don't try and tell me I'm not.
isn't it so much more satisfying after having been denied?
That's your fetish, not mine.
Yeah, that's
So accurate.
it is, isn't it?
Delay of glorification. That's my life.
Okay. So that's 7d6,
76.
right?
Hmm.
Trombones.
Let the big parade.
Plus 3. Oh wait, I don't remember how to do the thing.
It's slash roll
Mm-hmm.
7d6 greater,
Greater
than 4 plus 2.
Okay,
Yes,
I
correct.
did it.
You did
Okay,
it.
Ooh.
5 successes.
Ooh.
Hell
That
yeah.
is not enough.
Well,
All
no,
right.
so Luke only got 2 successes.
So I knock out Asterios in this, and I knock out
Tarvis.
or I take off one more point of damage.
Do you want to knock out? Well, hold on. Do you have to split it up evenly? Do you have to take like a point off Arena and a point off Kiar before?
Well,
you
I have to attack Asterios because I'm facing off with Asterios. on
Oh,
attack.
okay, okay.
So then now Reyna, Tommy as conflict captain, gets to decide where that other point goes.
Oh, nice. Put it on
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. It goes to sure, great, Kiar.
Yeah, love
Right.
it. Love to see it.
Great.
That way, because my action's next, so that way I'm fucked. It's good.
And okay, however, you have knocked 5 points off me.
Yeah.
That didn't
Oh,
work.
but Corey, you got a 6. You could explode those 6s.
That's right.
Oh,
win-
oh,
and
oh,
win.
oh,
Two
oh,
You could explode those
sixes.
6s and win the game.
I am doing a fucking feint, baby.
Wait.
All
you
right,
are?
fate.
Oh, you're doing an attack. I'm sorry, I already chose the cards.
Oh my God. What? Jesus. This thing.
Stop moving the
One more
grid.
success. I'm sorry. One more success.
So,
and
but
you
so,
win.
and if you spend a fate point, you get to reroll 2 of those 6s because they roll 2 6s, right?
Gets both.
Yes.
He gets
So,
both.
so you get the 2d6 greater than 4. That's way better. You just need one. Surely you can't fuck this up.
Come on, why would you say it like that? What are you trying to prove?
0 successes, baby.
I'm a little Team Luke, a little bit.
Well, thanks, Christopher. You did it.
I'm a team player.
You ruined all of it.
All right.
All right.
Took off that fate point spent towards leveling up.
Oh, no, I already have enough to level up.
But
so.
you can use it next time.
They continue to accrue.
I do know that.
So the distraction works though with the rations, right?
It does.
It did work.
Do they stop to eat
One
them?
of them
or do
stops. Yeah, well,
I
there's
mean,
only
that's
one.
what all the kills are.
they- Okay.
There's
Yeah.
only one left chasing us.
Yeah,
All the other ones peeled off. for the
Everyone
food.
goes for the rations, apparently.
Except for
and,
one guy who's like, I think I could catch him.
The boss is just like, "Ah!"
So what happens when they eat the rations?
They die.
Nothing died. Nothing happens. What do you mean?
The reason I ask is because these were the rations. The only rations that he had were the rations that I made where I failed something several sessions ago.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh, Luke!
There's
Paul's
gonna-
invoking the past.
There's going to
What
be
would you do?
little
Shards of
chocolate
glass.
soft serve ice cream emojis all over the place.
Is that what those are?
That's what that is.
Oh, interesting.
Good. All right, Paul. Thank you for co-GMing there. I forgot that's what the preserved rations came from. We will. I think we'll roll a die of fate to see what the digestive tracts of these little monsters are like.
Sure. I also want to know if I notice,
Yeah. Well,
or if
we'll
any of
get
us
there.
notice. Yeah.
Conflict's not over. We have action
Yeah, of
2.
course. Yeah.
It's me.
Yeah.
It's me.
Oh yeah.
What does this mean?
It means that you maneuver. You get to
Yeah.
still like gain position or shove this guy off to you, whatever.
Yeah.
But he's gonna run around that stalagmite and jump out and grab you or whatever or chase you off down a side tunnel or something like that. He's gonna try to spook you.
Is he dealing me damage? How is this mechanically being
Yes,
presented?
his feint is he's gonna roll one die actually because he is alone and they're no longer swarming. So I'm gonna be fair here. So he's only gonna roll one die.
Okay.
He doesn't get a bonus because it's not an attack. So if he gets a 4, then he's gonna knock you out of the fight.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Okay, so I, on the other hand, am doing this maneuver where I've got Tarvis wrapped up with one arm and I've got a torch with the other,
Mhm.
and I am wanting to help Reyna finish this off because Reyna's like leading this charge and she knows what she's doing, and I don't really know what I'm doing, but it's clear that Reyna does know how to run away much better than I do, and so I'm just like steering this crowd so that Reyna can really take us wherever she wants
Right.
to.
So this is going to be an independent maneuver. You're going to be able to rack up successes here for your
Gonna do
finishing
it.
move.
Gonna do it. So is anybody helping me out with this? I don't know. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
I can't help you.
That's not with that attitude.
I'm not sure what being taken out of a conflict means, but I'm pretty sure it means I can't help.
That's true. I get a +1 because this is independent and I have a might. Yep. Correct.
Yep.
Good.
Yep.
But Tarvis, how are you helping me?
Yeah. So I'm kind of looking around, and we're in a tunnel here,
Mhm.
and
Yes, you
so
are.
Do you have tunnel vision?
I have Sapper as a skill, and so I kind of like looking at if you're trying to guide us in the right direction. I want to kind of like let you know where that is, and kind of like judging by how the tunnel is constructed. And
I would say so. I'm light a little further down, and I'm also just like staying out of your way because of everything. You were like carrying a bunch of stuff, and so I'm like kind of it's muddy in the middle. I'm kind of sticking to the sides. It's like I'm walking on the stairs in a spot where it's not going to creak. Right, I'm to the outside. I'm just like hopping back and forth and staying out of your way.
Awesome. Yeah. Cool. Great. So I roll 8 dice and I have 1 automatic success. So here we go. I got 4 successes. Oh no! So I succeed. I get my 4 successes.
Yep.
But then I get knocked out. But first, before that happens, how do I enlarge this card? I can spin it. That's not useful.
You can drag one of the corners to enlarge it.
This is great.
What is happening?
I'm trying to do the thing. I
There
don't know
you
that thank you. So I could rearm or art. I could rearm or something, words that are covered by art. Good.
Oh, Get over it. Or
No, I
switch
can't.
weapons.
I can't read the words, Luke. Get over it. You're asking me.
Rearm or switch weapons mid-round.
Or switch weapons mid-round. Okay, I didn't know if it was like switch my health with Reyna's so I don't die.
So when it says you may buy multiple effects, can you buy could you buy impede twice?
No, that's a good point. I should put that on the card. You can only buy each effect once.
But I could buy disarm weapon so that the person who's attacking me doesn't even have any dice at all.
Yep. You could disarm.
So that I would say, so I wouldn't
disarm
die.
their weapon.
So I wouldn't die.
Because it's only this one guy. Yeah.
Great. So I will spend 3 to disarm the weapon and 1 to impede him.
He's got -2 dice.
All right.
Oh no!
And so now I'm not knocked out, right?
dice.
And does that mean I'm not
If
knocked
he
out?
rolls nega dice, does that give us back our?
That's
the neck.
as you go running off down another corridor, and he goes chasing you. That it's the effect that happens after.
Okay.
So
That's
you're knocked out, but
you get up again.
rolling -26. All right, let's flip these last cards.
He's got to defend that you're rolling with -2 dice.
He's chittering for his companions. Oh, yeah. Who's got that attack?
Reyna.
Reyna? All right, well, take it on home, Reyna. Dunk on this guy. Dunk on this one lone -2 die. Fucking kobold. Come on.
Oh, so they are kobolds. I fucking got them.
They're kobolds.
Fucking got them.
Yeah, I mean, Kiar fucking cleared the path, and I'm just gonna
Tommy, what are you rolling? Why are you rolling -1 die?
no, that was just on nega dice. I just
Okay.
wanted to see how the
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
I was like,
how
don't do
nega
that.
dice would go. All right, so I'm rolling. Do I have any pluses here? I have +1 success. Oh shoot! Oh man, I forgot to add. I was fresh. I forgot to add that last time. That might.
Oh, that would have that if you had added it last time, then I wouldn't have gotten knocked out here.
That's my fault.
Well, it wasn't a success. It was a die. So
Yeah.
who knows?
So I'm rolling 3, 4, and I don't have any pluses or anything. But I have +1 success. Is that right?
From the might.
Tarvis, can you help out at all or no?
Yeah, I'm still around, so I think I can. And you're trying to just attack and scout out. So I want to continue to just while you're scouting ahead, I want to triangulate on the scouting, right? Just help you with scouting as well, and kind of look at where we're going and make sure we don't go into a terrible place,
Yeah, just
So
a
we
fellow,
actually,
just a
so
fellow
we're actually
scout.
escaping. Not
2
running
scouts are
into
better than
a-
1.
Right, exactly.
Great.
Oof. Okay. All right.
Can I do
So-
anything with all those extra? Oh, is this opposed? So maybe I don't get the +1.
It's not rolling any dice. So
Oh, right.
It is technically
Well, but it's
opposed, and it's not a
opposed.
tie. But
Yeah.
but
That's fine.
it's a tie or success. So you're
Four
it doesn't
successes.
matter.
Yeah,
You
great.
demolish him.
Yeah,
You
great.
you flee. You successfully flee.
Yay.
So all right, I'm gonna stop. But so you successfully flee. However, you lost half of your disposition, so you have to offer a compromise. You basically
It's one of us dies, isn't it? That's
something. Yeah.
determined last week.
is it everyone
No.
dies? Is it
Half of us die. Half of us die.
Half of us
That's
die.
compromise.
Half of us die.
Half of us die. That's right. That is how Torchbearer works.
Love it.
If you're not making characters every 4th session, are you really playing the game?
See, this is at odds with you saying, "Oh, in Torchbearer, dying is not easy because living is the suffering." And I was like, "Great, I get to live then." And then you're like, "No,
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far.
I lied."
In case our sarcasm was unclear, Corey, dying isn't actually a consequence of a compromise on a flee.
Correct.
No, I know.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
It
so,
is now.
Right.
We just added it to the rules. It's a playtest.
Lost about half. If you knock off half of the winner's disposition, they must give you a solid compromise of conflict. So it can be that you got halfway there, but that doesn't feel right for this one. It could be a new obstacle.
Yeah, could we get ourselves in more trouble since we're technically fleeing
Oh,
further
good.
into their lair?
I think, Paul, you
Yeah.
read my mind
Oh,
here.
I love more trouble. So excited for more trouble.
Love it. Yeah.
Give me those trubs.
Yeah. more
And then
trouble.
so for you're injured, you're afraid, you fall, you're savaged by dogs, you're lost. All right, let me look at the map. I think I know what I want to do here. I just want to look at my super secret Game Master's map here, and then
You just share the screen.
so you're in the mucky limestone tunnel. As I said before.
Indeed.
You kind of like, and you like to get away. You fled through stalactites and stalagmites, I guess. Around formations and whatnot, to lose them. But yeah, I kind of have to fuck you up here a little bit.
Wow. Rude.
All right, you have.
Seems fair.
All right, well, I got to give you this. Yeah, I've got to give you the consequence before the grind ticks over as well.
Tell you what, I'll give up fresh. How about that?
That's happening, whether you want it or not.
That's the whole compromise.
Tommy, that's a big compromise. I think that should count.
That should do it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the compromise. That's the whole thing.
That's right there.
Really good job, Tommy. Team player.
Thank you. I'm no hero. I mean, I'm obviously a hero.
Right. But
All right.
you're the kind of hero that would say you're no hero.
Yeah, you get it.
We're gonna. So you run out. You run away from this thing, and the pursuers fall off, and it's like the scene in Aliens, Sigourney Weaver. You turn the corner and you run into a chamber full of like sleeping kobolds, and you realize that many of them are like sitting on kobold eggs.
Oh,
perfect.
And so you're like, oh fuck. So there's like 10 or 12 kobolds in here. And they're all, and like, yeah, one of them kind of like raises a sleepy eye to like look at the light or whatever. So it's a gallery, right? It's a cavern that they have made their nesting ground.
Tarvis, could you cook these eggs?
I could. We'd have to get them first, though.
Let me ask you this, Luke.
Mm-hmm.
In the time that we were fleeing, did I have a chance to memorize a spell?
I love this question.
Do you?
Does anyone? I mean, I'm just curious if we've developed any kind of rules mastery here. If anyone wants to chime in and help Corey.
Yeah, Corey, I think that's correct. You can do that.
That's right.
I mean, if you're going to put it up to us,
because his
Luke.
nature is running, and that's very broad. So any sort of fleeing or escaping, he gets to also memorize a spell.
Yeah, I was fleeing into my memory palace.
That's right.
Yeah.
Fleeing inward. Surely, Luke. Surely you're familiar with fleeing inward.
The hit book by Deepak Chopra.
Yeah. The fleeing of cowards.
Yeah,
the gentleman's fleeing.
The gentle spiral down the endless staircase of flight.
Sheridan, baby.
2 a.m.
2 a.m.
Cool. All right, we're gonna die.
So
I still want to know what happens when they ate the rations.
Right.
What you don't get to stand and see. That's not part of this result. Sorry, Paul. Right. I hear you. Okay. However, other great things happen here. The torch is still lit,
Right.
but
no one's home.
Yeah. All right. Oh, let me just move this. Oh no, it looks like all right. Raina's candle's still lit, but it is burning low.
Mm-hmm.
But the grind ticks over and you are all hungry and thirsty.
Oh, both hungry and thirsty.
Hungry and thirsty, and which means that Raina and anyone else loses fresh. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
And yeah, you're in this like this nesting chamber. For these kobolds, there's many of them.
Back away to where?
Yeah, there's kobolds behind you, and now in front of you.
I got kobolds in the front. I got kobolds in the back. You put them both together. It's defend, attack, attack.
Yep, there you go. Goodness gracious.
That was good, Tommy.
Thank you, Corey.
Yeah, I think we stop here. Is that like? There's no more game. That's
Raina
it.
kind of whispers that. Kobolds in the front. Kobolds in the back.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even really know mechanically what our options are here.
You could try to sneak through if you thought there was a place to go on the other side. You could, try to sneak back, double your way, double back and try to like avoid pursuers. There definitely seemed like there were some other tunnels that you could have gone through.
Yeah, that would be my preference.
Or you could slaughter them. You could draw steel and massacre them.
Ooh. I like
Yeah, I think we could probably do that without taking even 1 damage of disposition.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that seems good. They're all sleeping, so there's no reason for us to not massacre them.
That's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
The Tarvis definitely wants to sneak back and find another tunnel that doesn't have a bunch of kobolds.
Sneak back? Why don't we? No.
Raina
We go
says-
through. We go through.
Raina says, well, I suppose I have to replace one of these eggs with a troll egg. It is my people's tradition.
We know that what's behind us. It's people. It's kobolds that are snacking on rations that they're gonna finish up and
It's
want to eat
fewer
more
kobolds,
things.
and also they don't have young to protect.
But we go through. We just sneak.
Is there a
Sneak.
through?
We sneak.
Like, can we see another tunnel where there's? like, a through?
Okay. Tarvis, sounds like you're scouting.
Ah, okay.
All right, so let's make a quick scout test here because
All right.
you can't obviously you can't go too far forward. But you're
Right.
you're trying to like look into the gloom and assess what you can from here to make a better decision. Let me just find the scout obstacles. I shouldn't be that hard, but this is Torchbearer, and what do I know? All right, scout. Yeah, Ob3 scout test.
Great. Well, I've got 2 dice to roll right now.
And I can help by holding the torch high.
Cool.
And I can help by also scouting, just the same triangulation,
Yeah,
but
So
reversed.
pass it over.
that's been working.
Asterios.
That's
You've got a
Watching-
You've got a
watching our
running
backs.
nature. We're trying to run through here.
no.
I'm running the group. I'm running our efforts to scout.
I think this will work. I think Luke's gonna buy it.
All right, so Tarvis has 3 dice right now.
4
Kiara's the light is helpful, but Kiara doesn't actually have the skill.
No, not at all.
So, you have 4 dice now. Where did the other die come from?
I don't. Sorry. If you're saying that Tarvis's help does not count, then I have 3 dice.
Or
Kiara's-
Karis. You're
Kiara's-
Targus.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, Ob 3 on 3 dice.
Okay.
Possible.
I do have a
you
fate
could
point.
also use a trait here to increase your odds, or you could use a trait against yourself, take some checks, and see what delicious devices I have to offer.
Yeah.
Failure here doesn't seem great, though.
Well, right, but success here doesn't seem possible.
Oh, I don't know what that about. Like, you've got 3 dice. All you need to do is throw some nature in there or something like that,
I
and
can't
boom.
because I don't have a persona point.
Yeah, you could. Hidden depths is a perfect. It's a perfect
Yeah.
use for hidden depths right now if
Right.
you wanted to go for it. But that's 3 on 4.
Right, which still is not very good odds. I almost feel like if we're going to survive this, like we're either going to just get killed or we're going to find a place to camp in here to get spells back for Asterios and to do kind of other stuff like that. So I am really tempted to just fail and get some checks
I think it's a great idea.
because we don't have any checks right now for a camp.
So
I have a check.
Oh, good.
What trait are you going to use against yourself?
I think foolhardy. Yeah.
Cool. How does it manifest?
So I'm going to. I used hidden depths a while back against myself. So I will decide that we're definitely going forward, basically, before I really get a chance to look around.
Great. Okay. Roll
Right.
them dice.
So
I think this is going to work out. I think it'll work.
yeah.
Yeah.
So this is going to be 2d6, and I need 3 successes, and there are 0.
Great.
So
Okay.
I fail.
Great. I think, Tarvis is just exhausted and just wants to eat.
Sure.
And Tarvis spots 2 places where he feels like he could have a meal. On the left, kind of about, a third of the way around the cavern, you feel like there's just an extra deepness to the darkness there. Right? Like you feel like that there's an exit there. Obviously you don't know where that goes, but that's, you could just follow along the wall on your left hand and make it to there. Not too many kobolds in the way. However, Reyna kind of nudges Tarvis and points up to the far back wall of the cavern, and Tarvis looks and his eyes go wide as it sees a ledge in the distance, and glittering in the torchlight, there seems to be something shiny and large up on that ledge.
Ooh.
And inanimate. Allegedly, yes.
Right. So how does Reyna feel about that? When you're nudging me, Reyna, are you excited about that?
So, Reyna, you helped with this test, right?
That's right.
Yeah, so you're angry at Tarvis for fucking this up.
Great.
So I'm exhausted and
Reyna's
Reyna is angry.
Yeah. But yeah, so there seems to be some kind of egress ground level along the left-hand wall, along the right-hand wall in the kind of almost like opposite corner. There's no corners in this cavern, but is some kind of like large ledge that would require a bit of a hand up or something to get up there, but there seems to be stuff up there as well.
So you saw it, Reyna. What is your feeling about it as you quickly mention it?
I like stuff.
Yeah.
I just want stuff. We deserve stuff after what we've been through.
Yeah, I think Tarvis kind of agrees almost here, especially since I'm using foolhardy as a trait on this particular situation.
Yeah.
So if you and I are of an accord, of one mind, do you want to just lead the whole party there? Be like, this is where we're going.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean,
we could try to get consensus, but
Asterios is too scared to make voice noises, so he's not going to question whatever you guys say, and he can't see shit. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wherever you guys lead, he's just going to assume it's safety.
Right. It is.
Same.
It is. It's good.
You are going to have to sneak through a room full of drowsy kobolds.
See through.
Yeah.
Through is what we want to do.
Yeah. See? Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Would you say we're trying to run the defenses here? Or?
Yeah. In your favor, this is a beautiful cavern, and it is also full of stalactites and stalagmites and narrow pillars.
Beautiful, perfect cavern.
Yeah. So it is possible. It's not like just an open field to sleep, but it does mean that someone is going to have to guide the group through a difficult sneak.
What does that look
Is
like
it-
mechanically?
is it a-
Oh, I mean
Is it-
that's Tarvis. Tarvis,
Yeah,
you're
I've got
the
a
sneak
sneaking
master.
nature. Yeah,
Sneak master Tarv.
yeah.
Is criminal a useful skill here?
No, I mean you could if you wanted to pick one of the sleeping kobold's pockets or something.
Which
Rob
is
it.
the one? Is there a sneaking skill?
I mean, I have the sneaking nature.
Yeah,
so-
I know. I'm just
That's
saying for
scouting.
like helping.
Yeah, what's the skill here?
Scout. It's
Okay.
scout.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna
it's
help by pointing.
So I
It's,
can't help, right?
It's going to be it's a versus test here. So it's going to be whatever dice you muster versus whatever dice I muster.
Can I just use my nature since I have the sneaking descriptor?
Hell yes.
Okay, cool. That's certainly what I want to do.
Wait, can you use it without the persona if you have the descriptor?
If this is just this is a sneaking test. So
On a test.
Oh,
Right.
but not in combat when I was doing it.
No.
well not as a not the superpower of nature is you can channel it into one of your skills or abilities, right? And that costs a persona point. But the default for nature is just that you can test it when the descriptors come up.
So if you wanted to, like, right here, like, not in a conflict, I'm going to just go real fast. Like, I'm going to win a race against someone. You could just test your nature as running, right?
Oh, as if it was a skill.
Right, exactly. Or like if you were like, I'm going to be the best at boasting right now. I'm going to show everybody that I'm the best at saying how great I am or whatever. Then you could test it as boasting.
Got it.
Right. Yeah.
Instead of as whatever it was.
Right. Instead of some other skill, like you could just test nature.
I now understand something.
Amazing. All right. Just finding the kobolds again. There's going to be, I don't know if you saw the achievements that the campaign has achieved, the level benefits that everyone will be upgraded with, but each book will have not one, but 2 bookmark ribbons now.
You did it!
Yes.
You did it!
Wow, I can remember 2 things. Wow, we're getting
So
there.
you were the main suggesters for those things. So if you want to, like, we can talk colors. If you have a favorite color or something, we'll put it in the book.
I will put both ribbons on the same page
And
as a failsafe.
I just want the ribbons to be printed in a way that says Paul, Tommy, Corey, and Christopher were right. Just
some gold foil.
like, I don't care what color they are.
Yeah,
I just want it to say like that. That's what one ribbon says, and the other ribbon says Luke was wrong.
I want to vote for purple because I want this to look as much like a lectionary as possible.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. Okay.
Like it'll
just into purple as a color.
Yeah.
I love purple.
I mean,
One of them
make
will
an
probably be purple, Tommy.
make an altar boy hold it
Right.
open
I mean,
for
all
you,
of
the
the,
DM, to read.
all of Luke's books look like hymnals or lectionaries.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The Burning Wheel books are so.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is going to be tough. They're good at this. So, all right. But they're not all awake. They're not all on guard. So it's not going to be you versus 12. All right. How many dice you got, Tommy?
Well, no,
I'm
Tarvis.
leading them to help come
Oh,
in.
Tarvis is leading. Right,
But I'm
right.
helping with 1 scout.
Cool.
All right.
So I've got 6
Okay.
so far.
Mike
there any
doesn't come
way
to
that-
play here.
Cool.
If anything, you should have a penalty.
Yep.
But all right, ready?
Yep.
God damn it.
Oh, Luke.
Come on.
Hell yeah.
Why am I so bad at this game?
Yeah.
There we go.
Ooh wee.
All right, Raina, your candle does go out on the way over there.
But I saw my torch.
The torch is still lit. Okay, but you
So there's
make
no-
your way to the base of this thing, and it's like, it's like this is a limestone cavern, and there's definitely there's some moisture water in here, right? So everything just has this like melting feel to it, right? Everything looks like it's just melting in like geological slow motion, and this area is no different, right? It looks like a frozen waterfall of like this kind of creamy white and green mixed stone with some mica in there, and so right, it glitters a little bit. It's pretty cool. If you cared about these things, but I know you don't, because your eyes are all cast upwards at what lays beyond. So let me see here. So above you in the torchlight, you see a desk,
A
an
desk.
ornately carved wooden desk.
Does it have drawers or?
Well, it's hard to tell from here, but yeah, probably. There seems to be some other stuff too. There's like maybe like some dark piles underneath the desk.
What was glittering? Was it the desk?
Something that's on the desk that you can't see from this angle.
Oh, okay.
And Luke, I also want to ask, as we were crossing the room, the one thing that Asterios does want to pay attention to is, are any of the eggs unattended?
Sure.
I'm not trying to steal them. This is.
It would be a criminal test to filch one of the eggs.
Yeah. How big are they?
Like ostrich egg size?
Okay. Yeah. So a
Are
little bit.
you asking for like specific pack size? Like how much?
No. I really more just like narratively.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just thinking in terms of leverage.
Yeah, you need a bag of sand to like swap out with one of the eggs so they wouldn't know.
Are they on weighted pedestals?
Do you really want to risk it?
All right.
I didn't. It's more like if we get discovered in this room, the first thing Asterios wants to do is grab an unattended egg.
Okay. All right. Duly noted. If you want to make the ascent, it will be a dungeoneering test.
Oh, I am a 0 at dungeoneering, so yeah. I definitely want to make the ascent though.
You have them. You do also have a relic for the Mooter of Fate, though, right?
I do.
So you can give +1 die, cast the Mooter of Fate.
Anything. Yeah.
To anything. So it is like, it is useful.
Yeah, I just know that I also have an Erder of 1, so anytime that I do anything, that's the one thing I get to do.
Oh, you can keep doing them.
I'm aware, Luke.
All right.
Are Reyna or Asterios any good at dungeoneering?
Nope.
I am not any good at dungeoneneering. Got it.
Oh, none of us are?
No.
Okay, well, dungeoneering is...
On the other hand...
a dungeoneer?
Nope.
No dungeoneer on Reyna?
Right.
No.
Oh, okay, great.
So nobody's a dungeoneer, but it's a health-based test, so I should do it?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Asterios is really good at haggle and has not succeeded at a haggle test, so maybe dungeoneering is his calling.
Oh, it's Ob 4?
Ob 4.
To
get everybody up there at once.
Okay, well, I've got 3 dice right now.
What if you just get just yourself up there instead of all of us?
That is a much lower obstacle, but then you need some other way to pull them up. And as we've established, you don't have any rope or anything.
But there might be rope up there.
It might be. So
Luke is the kind of GM that would give us rope up there.
That's true. I might. But that means that Kiara is up there, and then everyone else is going to have to ascend without Kiara.
Right, but then, so
if there's no rope.
Are we thinking that's a way out or just a place?
That's where we're planning on camping.
Sure.
Right? That was the intent, Luke?
I mean,
well, also looting, I hope.
Yeah.
And right. I care a lot about loot.
Right. So Tarvis was thinking more like we loot that up there and then keep going.
And then camp somewhere else. Sure. I'll go up there. So what's Ob for one person? Just one, since it's Ob 4 for 4 people?
No, we're not playing the fishing game.
I'm just curious.
What are you all doing?
I would like to go up there so that I can see if there's rope and pull everybody up, and if there's not rope, then get the stuff that's up there and come back down and rejoin the group. Is that not reasonable?
That's fine. Ob 2 for you, Kiar.
I love it. So I've got 3 dice so far.
Anything?
Are you guys gonna boost me? Huh?
Yeah, you can get one helper for a boost.
Who's gonna boost me? Who's gonna help? It only matters narratively.
I'm probably the tallest.
Wow. Making some assumptions there.
Yeah, no, that's correct.
I
mean, over the 16-year-old girl and that halfling.
Yeah.
16-year-old girl's a troll.
Clues in the title. Yeah, but
actively trying not to look like a troll.
Fair. All right, so that means I've got 4 dice right now.
Yep, up 2.
Well, I'm going to get 1 die for my loner trait because.
That's you're taking help.
Okay.
Well, you know what? Actually,
I'm going up by myself though. I'm taking
That's
help
fine.
to go away from the group.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I'm standing I'm like kneeling like a tabletop, and he's standing on my back.
All right. Okay.
So I don't have any automatic successes. It's
Good
just
use of
5.
your height,
Oh, no.
Asterios.
So I have 5d6.
Well,
greater
my
than 4.
arms and my thigh bones are longer than yours.
Here we go.
Yep.
1 success, but it's a 6.
Yeah. You want to spend?
Persona point, right? Or fate point?
Fate
Fate
point.
point.
Fate point. I spend that fate point.
All right. Roll it up.
You spend that fate point.
Yes.
Oh, you are so lucky.
And then
No, this is
Skill.
I had a
this is
twist.
this is because you negated mine earlier.
Yeah.
Right.
You got to take that success and use
Yeah.
it here.
There you
Where it
go.
really matters.
I'd banked it from earlier.
And here, just to be clear, there's no advantage to succeeding more on this one. But if there were, you could roll
I
that
could,
one
I
again.
could, I could
Correct.
keep rolling. I
Correct.
could just
Yeah.
keep getting 6s all day.
That's correct. Okay. Well done.
That's consistency.
All right.
I make it up
Kiara's
to the top,
up there.
and I find 600 feet of rope just lying around.
It's just a
It's
a
actually a whole
hawser.
ladder
There's just
that's woven together like a net.
Yeah.
okay. There. So this area is crammed with items.
Great. I love items.
Love.
Like, the biggest one being a heavy and ornately carved wooden desk.
I've heard of that.
There's a pile of clothing, pots and pans, a cracked fiddle, and a number of tin spoons and plates, which were on top of the desk, which glittered in the torchlight.
Did the desk have drawers?
It does.
I open them.
Snake.
So it's there's a jumble of like paper and spilled ink in the drawers, but the item of interest is a brass key.
Ooh, a brass key.
Brass key. You can put it in your pocket,
I put it in my pocket.
or you could wear it around your neck if you wanted to. If you
Oh,
have
I'm doing that.
open neck slot.
Yeah.
X slot.
Yeah, it's not a thing you want just open.
So Kiara's odd job wise. Kiara's
Yeah.
had to carry furniture around for people.
Oh gosh, yeah.
with
I've
some
helped
money.
so many people move.
Yeah, exactly.
I am the truck of the guy with the truck.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry. This was a health test that I just passed. Yes.
No, you're learning Dungeoneer. You made a
I'm
beginner's luck
learning
test.
Dungeoneer. Yeah.
So this is the kind of desk that a rich person would have Kiara move. And then they would tell Kiara, like, don't bang it, don't knock it against the wall.
I bang it.
Anyway.
I'm gonna move the desk around to see if there's something behind it. Under it.
Right. Make a scout test.
Ooh, I don't have scout either. Okay,
Good luck.
Scout is based on
Will.
So I have a 2 will. That means I have 1 die.
You're gonna fucking knock this desk over, and we're gonna have to give these fucking kobolds their egg back.
I am gonna instead use odd job wise, as Luke already just did a great job explaining why my wise here is exactly the thing that I'd use to move a desk around.
Oh no, never mind. This isn't actually an odd job. It's a very even job. Totally.
It's a good Luke
usual.
impression.
Well, you would use the wise if, in this case, when you use a wise in yourself, you have to pay for it. You have to pay the fate or persona. To get the free die is when you're telling your friend, like, oh no, you want to lift with your legs.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
So what do I spend a fate or a persona for this?
after you roll. You roll you can spend the fate or persona after you make the roll with the wise. Yeah.
Okay. Because I've got 3 fate points right now. I don't mind spending 1 on this thing.
Well, yeah. So
You might roll good.
Yeah, odd job wise would allow you to re-roll one failed die with a fate point.
Okay. So at this point,
What does the persona point do with that?
what's the
Wise.
ob?
All failed dice with a
Right.
persona point.
Okay.
What is that? What's the ob on this
4.
obstacle? Okay, yeah, I have a will of 2, so I cannot do this thing. I could fail a scout test, and in fact, I could take some checks against myself to fail a scout test hardcore.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tempted to do that.
Yeah, do it.
Doing it.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Good. What trait are you using against yourself?
The trait that I'm using against myself is fiery, because I'm like, I'm just gonna move this desk.
Great. Great.
Cool.
Or
Despite an old rich person.
I'm actually somewhat tempted to use loner because I'm moving a desk by myself, and this is definitely one of those 2-man carry.
Oh yeah, you're not supposed to
I'm
move
just
the
gonna
desk by
move
yourself.
this desk by myself.
Right.
If there was somebody else, that would be fine. But I messed it up. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, you do that thing where you're like, if I just yank it really hard, it won't matter that there's another person. There's not another person here.
Right. If somebody else were on the other side, it'd be fine. But no.
Yeah, it's not lift with our back.
So I use that, which reduces my dice by 1, right?
Yep.
So now I'm rolling 0 dice.
Good job.
I roll it.
So you're searching through the clothes and stuff. You move the desk, and
There's a snake.
you see something interesting, and you pull up a wooden mask, and
I put it on.
and no, you are terrified.
Oh.
You are afraid of this mask,
Do
and
I get the afraid?
you drop it, and it falls down into Asterios' hands.
Asterios, you're gonna get double cursed. Put the mask on.
Oh, I can't fucking wait.
Do I understand correctly? I have the afraid condition.
You have the afraid condition, correct?
Cool.
Hatravash says to Asterios, yes, my old friend.
You're gonna have so
Your
many
friend,
people
Asterios.
inside that, Corey.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so
Slide's roof of Corey. This baby can hold so many Dark Immortals.
Put the mask on. Do we each get an immortal? Can we just all have our own Dark Immortal? Come on, share.
Someday, it is
yeah,
possible. Someday,
so can I like sub-vocalize to Hadarvash?
sure.
Yeah. So I guess who is this? The handsome fellow.
So it is a terrifying face. It looks like, it's the face of like all beasts and insects in one.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Right? Like when you like turn it in the torchlight, you just
That's
see
my
different-
guy. Why am
different,
I afraid of him?
Like chelicera and fangs and different eyes and whatnot. And so Hadarvash says, "You whelp,
Mm.
look upon the face of the Lord of Terror."
Oh.
For sure.
Well, I did make an offering to the Lord of Terror before, so I am, semi-familiar.
Is this not the immortal of beasts?
No, it's Lord of Terror. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
great. Yep, cool.
Terror.
Or Lords of. In this case,
Yeah, the Lords.
there are many Lords of Terror.
The Terror Committee.
Yeah.
The TC.
Welcome to the Terror Dome.
Am I afraid?
No,
Oh,
you're
okay.
you're calm. You know this.
You're dead.
But like, the face like leaps out at Kiar when he looks at the mask, and
Yeah.
like it assaults him. Like and not in a not like obviously not in a physical way.
Not
in
like a friendly,
spiritual way.
playful way.
And it right. It lashes out at Kiar's soul. Yeah.
Cool. So what shall I do with this, master?
You wear it.
Yeah, okay, absolutely. Mask goes on the face.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, that's terrible. It's yeah. So make a note that your head worn one is the mask of the Lord of Terror.
Yeah,
or
okay, great.
Terror Ward.
Oh, I don't have anything in that slot.
Nice.
Hey, what luck?
And now what? Oh, also, the Kiara notices that the clothes and whatnot, all the cloth items that are up here, the rug, the clothes, they're all damp, and that there's like there's moisture. Like the air up here is damp, and there's kind of like a slickness to the ground here. And also, Kiara turns around and sees that there is this esophageal like tunnel that narrows and goes up from here.
Perfect. Hey guys, I found a way out up here.
I found a throat tunnel.
I found a throat. We could go up the throat, up and out.
And
Exit throat.
Asterios has already forgotten that he's wearing the mask. It feels so natural. So he looks up at Kiara to address him. What? Oh,
I don't know if we can get up there, Kiara.
I just climb.
is there a rope up there?
I could tie all these clothes together and lower them down as a. It's not the worst rope you've ever used.
No, sounds better than nothing, which is what we have.
I tie all the clothes together and lower them down as a rope. It's odd job wise.
It is odd job wise. I think it's a good idea, but you can't be the one to help Asterios up while he's wearing that mask.
Oh yeah, no, legit. I'm not. Yeah, no. More like a Scarios, am I right?
That's good.
Pretty good.
All right. So just so you know, by the way, like solutions like that, like tie the clothes together and use them as a rope. Like when I say that's a good idea, that's a rule in the game. That's a great. That's a clever solution to this obstacle. No roll necessary.
Love it.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
So I have a rope now. It's not a good rope, and after we do this climbing up the wall thing, it will be done. But I have a rope for now, and I can help Tarvis up, and I can help Reyna up, and then I can turn and huddle in the corner while Tarvis and Reyna help up the scary face.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
Do you want me to do rolling for helping
No,
a
you're
person
saying
up? Or...
it's you don't.
Oh, the whole thing.
It's a good idea. Yeah.
Great. Love it. So everybody's up, and I'm not feeling good about Asterios. I'm specifically not looking at Asterios. I know Asterios is the person that's standing there. I don't like it, though. I don't like it.
Your torch dies during this process, though. You're
course
gonna
it
have
does.
to light another one.
Oh, darn it. I had another torch. This is my second to last torch. This is my second to last torch. So I have one torch in hand, and I have one more torch in my bag.
That's not too bad.
Asterios notices that Kiara is avoiding looking at him and says, No, Kiara, it's all right. This is the Lord of Terror. I've been through this myself. You see, you just have to give in to your terror, and it will be taken from you by the Lord.
Kiar is really amazingly much like a 4-year-old in his ability to pretend like he can't hear you.
That makes a lot of sense.
Not like a normal adult way that somebody would try to pointedly ignore somebody else, but in that very obvious toddlerish way instead.
Where he occasionally makes eye contact and then
Yeah,
he's
like,
hell yeah.
Yeah, that's what's going on.
Cool.
Kiara's got the emotional intelligence of a 9-year-old, at best.
And good for him.
You're right.
Do you want to rest here and make camp? You're pretty banged up condition wise.
Yeah.
Or do you want to try to make your way up that
gullet
ascent, the esophageal tunnel?
I think it might be better to go up a tunnel after we are more rested.
Yeah.
We're a little tired.
Do
from
we
tunneling.
feel like we can kind of be concealed and camp?
Can't light a fire up here. I'll tell you
Right.
that. So it has to be a dark camp. But aside from that, yeah, you could huddle behind the desk and drink some wine or
I've got a lot of food.
Yeah,
honestly.
eating some food and drinking some wine would be very good.
Yeah.
That would, and also me be getting less afraid would be very good.
I would love to get that bees.
I will also warn you, it is turn 7. And so the next turn, the grind will kick over again.
So it's a good
and
idea
if
to
you are-
rest.
If you are hungry and thirsty, it means you'll get pounded.
Right.
So at the very least, if you're going to go up that tunnel, it's a good idea to eat right now.
Yeah. Well, I
regardless.
definitely want to feed everyone. I've got tons and tons of food.
So let's just break here, right?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And eat.
All right. Well, let's do. So camp.
Can't,
Yes.
Is that what I heard? Okay,
can't,
great.
Can't.
because camp means memorize potentially here.
Get some bees.
Get some bees.
I do want those bees.
Hadravash approves of the bees.
How the fuck, Asterios? I have an entry in my character sheet for who my friends are, and it notes that Paul is playing a character named Tarvis, and it notes that Tommy is playing a character named Reyna, and it notes that Corey is playing a character named Asterios, who's wearing the silver arm rings of Hathor Vash and wearing the wooden mask of the Lord of Terror. So, like, what the fuck is happening? Anyway, that's all I have to say.
I'm
All
just
right.
living my best life.
Okay.
All right, let's go through the camp procedure real quick.
Living my truth.
All right, so we've determined it's got to be a dark camp. This is a dangerous camp.
Love it.
But the darkness, you not lighting a fire will actually help mitigate some of that danger. All right, it is a dungeon camp. Sweetness. All right. Are you okay? So some things you can do that actually, so when you're going into camp, I can ask you if you're going to survey and look for like shelter or a water source or something. However, that does cost a turn in the previous phase, so don't do that right now, because that'll just hurt you. Do you want to set a watch? So if somebody doesn't have any conditions to recover from or has minimal conditions like just hungry, they can go on watch and they can help mitigate some of this danger.
And you can't use checks for watch it, right?
The watch, so after much playtesting, watch doesn't cost a check unless there's a disaster. And then the watch can whoever has a check can give the watch a check to try to fend off the disaster. And if they do, then you can have camp as normal. If they don't, then you're all fucked anyway.
Okay, so I don't want to do watch because I am both hungry, thirsty, and afraid, and so I want to solve those things.
Yeah, I'm hungry, thirsty, exhausted, and injured.
Yeah.
I'm hungry, thirsty, and angry.
I am only hungry, but I did want to get a spell, and I can't if I take watch.
Right.
Correct. All right. So it sounds like no watch.
Watches.
Yeah,
right.
We don't need to watch. We're up on this ledge. Nothing can get us up here.
What could go wrong?
Note to your future rich badass selves, you can hire guards, like to come with you and take watches for you.
We're gonna get killed in this dungeon. That'll never come up.
I've got Hadravash. Hadravash, take the wheel.
Fair. All right.
And the Lord of Terror. You tell Hadravash, you put the mask over to the side, just looking out.
Yeah.
All right.
You don't need to watch.
We don't have a dwarf in the group. You're in a dungeon. Dwarves give a bonus in the dungeon, but and
Racist.
dark camp.
It's not a
all
great look, Luke. You gotta.
Dwarves in the dungeon, elves in the wilderness.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Wow.
Thieves, I think maybe thieves get it later in town, when you're squatting in abandoned buildings or something. All right, I just need to make one roll here on a page that I don't know.
Oh, perfect. So no roll. Everything's fine.
Yeah. Oh God.
I can't assume this roll is good for us.
The pages. Well, it's gonna be
Never
great.
is.
It's gonna be great. Denizens.
I don't think Luke's ever rolled on the here's a nice thing I give them table.
That you got a vision, a death omen, and it was great. And he.
I rolled for that.
And Corey got a really nice vision too. So.
Of a demon
These are
guy.
things that we rolled for. Is there anything that you roll for that's nice for us?
Is that true? Did I not? God damn it! I can't remember anything anymore. Okay. Sorry, this is just a navigational problem because I just don't have the books in front of me. All right, back to roll 20. I'm gonna roll 3d6 -2 for the danger of this camp. Oh, but that doesn't do it. Roll 3d6 -2. You lucky bastard.
That's great. 3 successes, so you still have a
Love
success.
that.
That is a 13. It's an additive roll for this one.
Oh, great.
The higher the better, though.
Yeah, you bastards. You're in luck, Reyna. In the pants pocket of one of the pants rope that when you're climbing up.
The pants rope.
Yeah.
Yeah, you felt something weird as you were climbing up, and so as Kiara discards it, you fish in there and find an old leather pouch with coins of various provenance.
I
You have
I want to loot.
Act 1. You have
Reyna's
1D.
got so much money.
That's a ton of money. That's 2D of gold in
Jesus Christ.
a pack 1 slot.
Holy shit.
Boy,
Wait, is each one of those golds, is that each one loot?
Gold, silver is worth 1 to 1, 1 pack to 1 die. Gold is worth 2 to 1. 1 pack.
Holy
to 2
shit.
dice.
So
Reyna,
how...
do you want to share that? You want to share that loot with the
share what?
class?
What are you talking about?
Okay, that's what I thought.
Listen, people get what they deserve. I'm
Oh,
not gonna.
fuck, man.
And I have really.
Apparently, Asterios deserves to be mega haunted,
Yeah, this doesn't...
like the hauntedest.
Man, this is really lousy cooperation.
All right. How many
I
checks
mean,
do you have?
we can figure it out later, but
I've got 2 checks.
I've got 2 as well.
I don't have any.
So you have 4 checks?
Yeah, I don't
you
think I have any.
You can distribute them as you see fit. You have a lot to take care of, a lot of conditions and whatnot.
It's true.
But first, Paul, why don't you feed everybody to get that?
Yes, I definitely want to feed everyone.
Is
So
that a check to do that or what?
Nope.
Oh,
here's my
delightful.
question for you. I've got a lot of rations, and some of them are the rations that I made, and some are not.
Yeah.
Right. So, and I've got wine. I've got a lot of stuff.
Okay.
I want to know if I have any like reason to be suspicious of the rations that I made.
No, of course not. It's a twist.
Right. Right. Okay. Cool.
Roll.
Yeah.
So what's the ration ratio? I mean,
Yeah,
like,
half and half is 50-50.
50-50?
Yeah, I've got some wine also on the side. If that would help. I kind of use that for merrymaking. So for my rations.
Is everybody hungry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have 4 rations? Like 4, like you have 4 of each, or
No, 3 of each. So I've got rations, comma preserved 3/3 for both good ones and bad ones.
all right. So let's.
They're not bad. They're just question marky.
We're gonna roll 1d4 to see who gets the funny one.
All right.
Okay.
Perfect.
And how are you numbering out the 4 people?
Sorry. That's a great question. In my window. So Paul, Christopher, Tommy, Corey.
1, 2, 3, 4, like that.
I'm number
Yep.
2.
I'm number 4.
Paul.
Nice.
So Tarvis
Perfect.
gets it.
Nice. Okay. Cool.
You're like,
I
here's
love
food
it.
for everybody. We're like, this is great food. You're like, no,
Yeah.
it's bad.
And that
Maybe.
makes sense too, because I would give away the food that I'd bought, and like, I made this. No, I'll eat it. So that makes sense.
All right. So everybody can get rid of hungry and thirsty, except for Tarvis. Tarvis, you're gonna make a health check.
Okay.
Ob 2.
Oh, it should have been me.
Cool.
If you pass, you're like, these are vinegary.
All right. I'm gonna roll 3d6.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
Ooh.
pass.
Not gonna pass.
So close.
So that's crushing. Oh man, Paul.
He's already injured.
He's already injured. I know, but I could make
Yep.
him sick from the bad
Yeah.
rations. Or I could say that he can't. It's either or. Like I could say that he's sick and he throws up and he can't eat, so he's still hungry.
Right.
Or I could say that he is sick and just sick. I'm gonna go with sick actually, because sick is forcing him to remain hungry is a terrible curse
Yeah.
because he can't recover from anything else.
Right.
Right.
So yeah, so the rations are rotten and you eat them and you're
Right.
sick.
Cool. So now that I did that, though, I know that they're bad, and I advise
Yeah.
everybody to throw theirs away, and I throw mine away as well.
Great. Okay.
I'm going to keep mine in case more kobolds show up.
Fair enough, but make a note that they're spoiled rations,
Yes.
Yeah.
so that you know.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna dump mine away. I'm mad. I'm mad that I made some bad rations.
All right. So, Asterios wants to rememorize, and that's going to be a check to rememorize, if I'm not mistaken. But then you have, if you do that, then you have 3 rolls to make for getting rid of conditions. I strongly advise getting rid of afraid if possible, but also.
Oh yeah, no. So I've got 2 checks. I will kindly give one to Asterios, and I would spend the other one on getting rid of my fear. Yeah?
Okay. Great.
Great.
Yeah. All right. So how are you going to, what does Kiar do to master his fear?
He's going to leave. Like we're all like huddled here behind the desk, and he keeps doing the like not looking at thing. And finally, he gets up and like walks away from the group and spends some time like in the darkness over like by where the throat thing is, and just like thinks about the other world. And he goes, wait a minute, hold on. A thing that is true is that exists beyond the physical realm is more important than mere mortal concerns. I am afraid because I am made of flesh and bones and blood, and I am weak. And this is a thing that I'm scared of because it's something beyond that. It's something, and so like it scares my mortal self. But I know that those things are, they're like that fear that I feel is just a part of the domain of this entity, and that's fine. That's good. That's the way things are supposed to be. And so I'm acknowledging my fear, accepting my fear, and saying that doesn't need to govern me. And so like I'm still afraid, but it does not affect me. And
Sounds good.
Yeah.
That's an Ob 3 will test.
Will test, you say?
It's written on your character sheet.
Oh man, so I can't just check it. I just have to. I can't spend a check to get rid of it.
You got to spend a check to make a recovery test.
Yeah, spend a check to check it.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, we can't help. Can we help?
I mean, Asterios gave me words about taking the fear inside myself earlier.
If Asterios was deeply concerned about his friend, he could brew up a potion to help him get rid of his fear.
I didn't know I could make potions.
Check. You have the alchemist skill, don't you?
Oh yeah, probably.
But would it take a check for him to brew up a potion?
It would take it. It would. Yeah. So he would have to spend his check. Let's look at alchemy for a second. It's in the Dungeoneer's Guide. It would be an Ob 2 alchemy test for Asterios to brew up.
I don't think it's worth. But that would remove it. Oh, so I wouldn't even have to use my check to get rid of a fear. I could give my check to Asterios and be like, hey, instead of me making an Ob 3 will test when my will is 2, you make an Ob 2 alchemy test.
Right, and his alchemy is probably 2.
That's still better odds than 2 dice versus 3.
That's true.
And he can get help and add things or whatever to it. Like I'm already going to try to scrape the bottom of the barrel to get some points for this. Corey, I have 2 checks, and I'll give them both to you, one for spells and one for alchemy, if you will solve my problem.
Yeah, totally.
Great, very.
I was just checking to see if memorizing spells actually took checks, and I can't tell from the rules that I'm looking at.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah,
Luke probably knows.
Let's confirm. Well, the Memory Palace rules are all new for 2nd edition, so I have to check.
So it does take a check.
No, I have to check.
Well, did you use a trait against yourself at all?
Memorizing spells.
Yes. Why are you listening when it's bad for me? I don't know, man.
Well,
it's just how I go.
Memory Palace requires uninterrupted time in camp or town to review the formulae of your spell book. To memorize spells, select the spells you wish to memorize, and then you have to make a lore master test of
memorizing spells requires a check in camp and adds 1 to lifestyle in town. Got it. Yeah, I see.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Very decadent memorizing spells.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. So alchemist test.
So I'll just note you can't make 2 tests in a row in camp. So you'll make the alchemist test. You'll pass the spotlight, and then they can come back to you.
Sure. I think I only have 3 in alchemist. It's Ob 2. Let me check my character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Alchemist right up there at the top. Oh, I have 2 in alchemist. Cool.
But if you run through a recipe for something, you could use your running.
No,
like in his head, like he runs through it.
Right, yeah, that's what I mean.
It. Yeah, for sure.
Right.
No, I'm right.
Tarvis could help him cook.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I totally will help.
We can't make a fire.
Oh.
Also, I don't know what I'm
Yeah,
using
we
as
can
a
use
We could use a
torch.
torch. We can use a torch.
We've got a
Oh.
torch here.
You do have a torch. Corey, so the way the inventory system works is that the stuff that's listed in your pack is not everything. The reason why you have such limited space is because you have alchemy gear and quills, ink, and paper for your scholar.
Okay.
All this other stuff.
I see.
You're considered to have like a base amount of supplies. You're carrying like 40 pounds or more of gear.
I've got some Samwise level cooking gear right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so I have an alchemist 2, and then I guess Tarvis can help.
Yeah, I know a lot about putting stuff together, putting ingredients together. I made those rations.
And I can use Wizard Sight. Can I use Wizard Sight here?
Yes.
You should use Wizard Sight through the mask.
Yeah. Oh, I will.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that gives
when
me
when he switches to Wizard Sight in the mask, he can see like the spiny hairs, like you know that are invisible to mortal eyes coming off the mask.
Yeah, I love it.
Does he get extra advantages because the Lord of Terror is helping to make?
No, the potion runs away, Paul. I forgot that potions are afraid of Lords of Terror.
All right, so that gives me 4 dice, I think, because I have 1 for Wizard Sight, 1 for Help, 2 for Alchemy. I think that's it.
Sounds good.
Okay, here we go.
Oof.
3 successes.
Hey.
So Asterios sees Kiar like trying to master himself over on the side, and it's just, and Kiara's just like quaking and silently barking and like right, like it's clearly not working. He's just like, he turns around and then he's like, okay, takes a breath, he turns around and then he just sees the mask and he's just like and so Asterios says, yes, I you were taught how to deal with such terrors.
It's whiskey.
That's basically it.
Yeah.
And you brew up a medicinal potion, a bitter brew for Kiar.
It's Malort.
And I have Tarvis bring it to him.
Oh, that's so kind of you.
Nice. Yeah. You cook it over a torch.
Right.
Also smart because Kiara might not take it from you otherwise.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
there
Are
we
you
go.
afraid? No, just drink this bubbling liquid.
Well, I stare at you through
your
this
very
mask.
nice friend Tarvis, who feeds you all the time.
Okay, fantastic.
How's Raina doing?
Yeah.
Raina is angry, but that's it.
Would you like a check to?
Don't you have something much more important?
Injured and sick.
I have
And
so many
exhausted.
things I have so many things that are a disaster.
And
Yeah.
But I feel like if the whole party is well, except for Tarvis, we're better off than Tarvis trying to make a bunch of fucking health tests.
well,
that he
but here's the
can
problem.
possibly pass.
But Paul, also keep in
Yeah.
mind, next session, Tommy can start us off with a
I can
recap and
Right.
solve the angry, whereas you cannot.
That is true.
That's true. Tommy, when he gives you a check, you don't have to spend it on recovery, though. You could spend it on whatever you wanted, including taking a stab at treating Tarvis's wounds or illness with an unskilled healer test.
Oh, shoot, but I'm a healer. Give me the thing.
Oh, well, if
Yeah,
you can
give it to
if-
Tarvis.
So like,
Or give it to Kiar to take care of
Yeah,
Tarvis.
to
Now that
right.
Kiar's
So I have no ability really to deal with my injury because it's an ob 4 health, which I can't pass. My
Oh, ob
sickness
4
I
health,
could
Christ.
possibly pass.
Oh, but I'm doing so. If it's an ob 4 health test, what's the healing test to fix it? Because I assume it's easier than ob 4 since it's not health.
Yeah. There are new healer obstacles I'm very excited to share with you. So if you can't pass a test to recover from sick or injured, you just sweat it out or grit it out, whatever. And then you give me your character sheet and I remove 1 rating point permanently from one of your skills or abilities.
Oh,
What if
Of
I
my
want to stay?
choice.
What if I would just want to stay sick or injured forever?
You can also do that. You can.
Okay.
I had a character. I was so mad at the game master in one of my early playtest characters. I refused to recover from sick, and so I just described my character going around with no pants. for the whole adventure because I didn't want to lose the point. I knew the game master was going to take a point off my fighter or something, and I was like, no.
Wait, with no pants?
Yeah, because I was just shitting.
Constantly
Just
pooping.
shitting.
Corey, because of the poop. The poop, Corey.
Remember the soft serve emojis from before?
All right, wait.
Joke.
That's why.
Poop joke.
Funny poopies.
Yeah, that's great. I'm glad I told that, live on recorded stream.
Me too.
Yeah,
Don't cut that part.
there is one person watching this.
Okay.
They fell asleep.
Healer. Yeah, it's probably me. The one person is probably me. I probably haven't
No,
opened-
Evan Beachley is watching us in the attendees.
all right. Hey, dude.
Just calling it out.
Okay.
Shouting it out.
Wait, what the hell am I looking for? A healer. What, there it is. All right.
Healer.
Okay. Wait, so now the treatment factors for second edition are based on what happened. So how was Tarvis injured before? You
So
fell, right? Or
No,
was it in
wasn't I
the-
injured when I was getting attacked by the kobold guys up in the
Yeah, it
kitchen?
was in the kill conflict.
I think so.
All right.
Yeah,
it's just So it's just bumps and bruises for Tarvis.
sure.
So
I can
it's
heal
just
those.
up to.
Okay, so I can do an Obtu healer check for that.
All right.
Great. So you give me the potion,
Good check.
and I'm like, oh, thanks for this. I feel better already. But also, you look like hell.
That's true.
So let me grab some poultices from my bag and do some healings. Boy, it would be nice to have some help or something on this because my healer
Yeah.
skill is 2.
Can I be helping with alchemy?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
How do you help? So is Kiara over it with the?
Yeah, I drank the stuff, and I look and I see him, and I feel, and the thing that I described happens where I feel the fear, but I also feel like but it's not affecting me. It's like okay.
And Asterios kind of locks eyes with Kiar for a second because we've both gone through this exact same thing with the God of Fear. And it's just kind of like,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fear is life.
Yeah.
Fear is life. Life is fear.
Long live fear.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So I have 2d6 from healer. I get one
Healer.
more from
Alchemy.
Asterios. I assume that Tarvis can't help me with this in his own, like, he's bone wise. He can tell me about his own bones,
No broken bones here. That's the next one up. Broken bones.
but maybe
With the-
bruised bones.
Can I help cook up some?
Tarvis,
treatment?
can you tell me, does this feel like it hurts like a 6 or a 7? How about this? When I poke here, does it hurt?
Raina is just like reflecting the torchlight in her mirror and just like checking to make sure like everything is like composed. Just
Oh, so you're not helping me.
I can't.
Nice. Yeah, I think you're stuck with your 3 dice.
Okay, that's fine. And I am going to, when I do this healing, I have learned a lot about healing in terms of like what needs to be done in terms of like compression and elevation and stuff like that. But also when I do healing, I tend to tap into the other world, the beyond. And so I'm going to use my Between Two Worlds trait as
Great.
well.
Great. That's right. Heal the soul, not the body.
I find that if the
Pretty
soul
love.
is healed, the body will follow. So that puts me up to 4d4 or 46. So let's give it a shot. 2 successes.
Pass. All right.
Nice.
So I
So-
am no longer injured.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I passed a healer check. I need to fail some healer checks. Don't super want to fail any healer checks, but you know.
Yeah, those are fun. Yeah, so the treatment obstacles for healer are 2 for bumps and bruises, 3 for cuts and broken bones, and then for sick it gets much harder. Illness is 4, a virulent disease is 5, and poison is 6.
Oof.
So
How do I raise my trait level?
you at the end of a couple adventures we'll take a long rest, a respite.
Long rest,
and
that's what
then
you're
we-
telling me about. Yeah.
Then we do a trait vote. Like we talk about how everybody played their character, and so you can get a new trait or you can raise one of your traits.
Cool.
So if I want to use the last check to try to like stop being sick.
Yes.
That's
I don't know
Opt free will.
what other conditions do you have.
Exhausted.
That's the thing is you can't get rid of sick without getting rid
okay.
of exhausted first.
But
Cool.
you could try to get rid of exhausted.
That's true. That is true. I could roll 3 dice and try to get 3 successes.
I'm happy to help you get rid of exhaustion. As I'm doing this, like I'm doing all this stuff, you're also like, man, I also feel so tired. I'm like, oh, well, great. Let me put this compress on your head, and it will help you get some rest.
All right,
Oh
so
yeah.
Well, hold on. Before we help him get rid of exhaustion,
Yeah.
I just want to check. Does anyone have any instincts that they want to use in camp? Because once he spends that last check, we're going to move out of camp. So, camp instincts like map our progress in the dungeon, or
So I've got always
heal my injured friends.
I was planning to try and do a map, but I don't have instinct.
So you can't do. You don't have time to do it then.
Right. My instinct is always find ways to commune with the otherworldly, which I have already done twice now in camp. So.
Oh, interesting. So you could, well, right, but you didn't want to make that that recovery test anyway because you were going to fail it and you were going to be stuck being afraid, right?
Right. I only did it on the healing test.
Right.
Because I said the healing test was specifically the between two worlds thing.
Right, but it wasn't exclusively like healing. It's primarily material, secondarily spiritual in this game.
Right.
So anyway, okay. But I'm just trying to like point out like there's other ways to use your instincts, and you could get more out of camp with camp-based instincts. You don't have to have camp-based instincts.
So I have always stock up on food. Would that let me scavenge through the stuff that like
Yes.
there's a pile of stuff, scavenge through it
Yeah.
for food?
That would.
Okay.
You find some rations that were recently thrown out. They probably look good.
So what would that look like, Luke? What do I do? Use that instinct.
Well, actually, we'll. Oh, you can't make 2 tests in a row in camp, though.
He could have done it before.
No, he could have.
I mean, we're still figuring this camp thing out.
That's fair, but well, he's got a.
I'm going to fail the health one. So would someone else like this check to do something actually fucking useful?
I mean,
There's no way.
I can get rid of angry.
Yeah, get rid of angry.
Okay.
I will give my check to Reyna, and then I will use my free check. Just
Okay.
Okay.
This is the mirror thing, right? This is, and
So that means, Paul, you're both exhausted and sick and can't recap next time.
Correct.
love it.
Poor Jarvis.
Right? Is this like I can also recap next time, but who's going to recap next time? What do we say then?
I mean, it doesn't seem like anybody needs it except for Tarvis.
I mean, yeah, I could.
You could recover your nature, right?
Corey.
Oh, me? Yeah, I
Is that your
could.
nature text?
Should be down by 1.
Mine's
But the other thing is we could use the check that I was going to use to recover my spell for something else, and I could recover the spell by recapping.
Can I?
Interesting strategy. Wait, so you still have a check?
Oh, you
Corey,
haven't.
then?
Yeah. So technically
Yeah.
speaking. if
Oh,
we-
okay. So it actually is possible to do the
Right. So
the
I can
back.
try to recover my exhaustion. Then Corey can try to recover a spell. Then I can try to
Yeah. Okay.
search for
Yeah.
food.
Okay.
And then Reyna and then Tommy can recap next time and get Reyna's angriness gone.
Sure.
That seems
That's
efficient.
a deep plan. Okay.
All right.
All right. So yeah. So to help him recover, you have to actually make the things. So you have to there are poultices you can make with healer in advance. That would give him the bonus, and the same thing with alchemy. There's stuff that you can make in advance that would help.
We
But
don't have the checks for that.
help. If you can't help somebody with a recovery test unless you have some special means. It's not like yeah.
Is it possible to? Can I use healer to recover exhaustion?
No.
Okay.
You could make a poultice, like an invigorating
Right.
poultice, to give him. Right.
That gives him
Bonus.
bonuses. That doesn't recover it though.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not like we swapped out my getting rid of my fear for Corey doing alchemy to get rid of my fear. So that was a 1-to-1, whereas there isn't a 1-to-1 for healing and for exhausted. And we
Right.
used my healing check to get rid of Paul's injury instead of Paul rolling it himself.
Right.
But
Right.
So for exhaustion, there's literally no choice but for me to roll 3 dice, and hopefully they are all
I
successes.
mean, can you
and
use
otherwise,
can you
there's
use any of your natures or any of your traits? Do you have any trait
Now
dice?
is the time to call on hidden depths, my friend.
okay. Yeah. So I roll 4 dice. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool.
Is hidden
Well, I
depths
will
your
certainly
trait?
do it. Yes.
Yeah.
Hidden
cool.
depths is my going to dig deep in my soul and try to do this. So I will try to roll 3 successes on 4 days.
Yeah, I think you should roll 4 successes on 4 dice.
Same.
All right. I did. I rolled 3. I'm sorry.
There you go. Look at that.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, ye of little depths.
Okay. Corey, do you want to make your... So Tarvis is feeling better. Still looks pretty shitty, but it's feeling better.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you want to make your lore master check to rememorize the spell? So,
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's Lore Master, Ob1.
Great.
And I'm thinking, I mean, we're not playing on after this, right? We're just
we can wrap
resting.
after this. Yeah, that's fine.
Was that what everyone was thinking?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Because then I'm going to also use, you mentioned, Luke, that Hattervash likes the bees. So I am going to use my trait, Possessed, for an extra die on this.
Get those bees back.
How does it manifest?
Oh no, haunted bees.
How does it manifest me?
Yeah, how does the possession manifest in you, like, like putting a spell in your brain, right? Spells are kind of like semi-living things in Torchbearer.
Yeah.
You're conjuring it and inserting it into your brain.
Yeah. So essentially, what I do is I take the mask off and put it on the ground facing me, and then put both of my hands on the mask. I take off my gloves, put both hands on the mask, and then I can see, and anyone with some kind of arcane attunement can maybe briefly see, just the shadows of bees crawling back into my hands.
Oh, very nice.
That's
Very
awesome.
nice.
That's
So,
horrifying.
all right. So yeah, take that +1 die to your lore master.
Okay. That wasn't me rolling. That was me putting down the dice so I can roll them in here.
Great.
Two successes. Hell yeah.
Great.
Got them.
So you take swarm.
Awesome.
Yes. And one other thing that I would like to do that is not a check, which is just after I've done that, I want to deliberately put the mask down in a disrespectful way, like face down in moisture, and see if I'm stopped.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, you can even like try to like crack it and break it, and she doesn't stop you.
Well, I'm not going to do that because I actually kind of like it, but I was interested that she didn't stop me from disrespecting it.
Is it really disrespecting it?
So I'd just like to pause and turn to the audience for a moment here. The audience being everyone but Corey. There's a way for Corey to get out of the possession of Hattervash, in that if he never used that possessed trait, we could all agree that, the trait never came up and that like Hattervash's hold on him faded.
Yeah.
But now that he's used it once, now we can all agree that that he has leaned into the possession, and we as fellow players can actually increase the hold of Hattervash on him in the respites via
nice.
the trait vote mechanic, the same mechanic that you were talking about. So dig in there, buddy. Now you're in for a penny, in for a pound.
Yeah, I'd be mad for
But
being
that-
trapped into that, except that this is what I wanted.
Yeah. In for a penny and for a pound. That's a good tombstone for Corey.
All right. Great. We'll end camp there. We'll wrap up there.
Should I do the instinct check?
You gotta,
Oh,
you
shit,
gotta
I'm
do the
sorry.
instinct.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Let's do the
sorry.
instinct checks.
I don't know how that works, but it was.
Yeah, that's why I try to do them before. So yeah, you're gonna make you're trying to dig for food.
Yeah, I guess scavenge for food. I want to stock up on food because I've got the instinct to always stock up on food.
Maybe some of those eggs.
Cast off. Op 2, scavenger
Okay,
test.
Cool.
And with instincts, if you have a similar instinct or a similar nature descriptor, you can help. Otherwise, you're on your own.
Sure. Does anyone?
For like
No.
other, are you looking for otherworldly food?
A similar nature descriptor.
Yeah.
Are you sort of running through your options as to what food would be good to eat?
Yeah, absolutely. I am. I would say that I'm perusing the list, running through them.
Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah, I
Awful,
think
awful people. You're all fired.
Luke, would you say this joke is running out of steam?
I'd say it's run its course.
Okay.
no, you
Great.
could use the nature.
There you go.
All right.
All right.
So you have -1 die because you're sick.
Yeah, so I'm going to roll 1d6 and see what I can do. I got a 3.
Nice.
Oh, all right. So you're digging through the you're digging through the debris that has been brought down here by these kobolds, and you see like almost like a moonbeam or something silvery glitter, like across the desk, and you're like, wait, what? That's not food. And then you kind of trace this line, and it runs across the desk, and then out into space, and up the wall. And you look up the wall, and you see 8 obsidian eyes staring down at you, Tarvis.
You found food.
You found some food. You. All right. So we'll pick up there with a new enemy next time.
Great.
All right. Yeah, let's quickly run through the end of session stuff. Who wants to start with their belief?
There's the nope. I didn't really do mine. Given sufficient information, I can solve anything. I don't think that really came into play.
All right. Yeah, it was a kind of a not so much information as a running away session.
Yeah.
Yep.
I did people get what they deserve. I kept the coins and I didn't say anything to anyone.
Oh, nice. See, I have to offer these little moral quandaries so you can test your beliefs.
It's not a moral quandary for Tommy.
Not for Raina. Yeah.
Or for Tom.
No, I meant what I said.
Yeah. Well.
So I will always feed my friends, and I did, and I even got the sickness, and they didn't.
Oh yeah, that's great. It's good. Thank you for playing into that, Paul. Appreciate it. So that's a fate point. Kiara, work toward their goal or accomplish their goal this session.
I worked towards it. I didn't accomplish it.
Well, so Corey, that was a yes.
Yes.
What do you got?
I will test the limits of Hadarvash's control.
Oh, all right. All right. So it's a fate point.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm Tarvis. I believe, and Tarvis believes, that I'm working toward my long-term goal of cooking a delicious meal in a real kitchen, because if we succeed in finding the landlord's daughter, we get 51% of this inn, and I can use the kitchen.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you're fine. Kiara?
I'm working towards the thing that I'm trying to do right now is get resources so I can stop worrying about mortal things. And so when I saw that there was maybe loot up there, I climbed up to get it.
Great.
I have not succeeded yet at getting it. I have this brass key. By the way, during camp, I definitely told everybody about the key. There's no I keep this key to myself. Nah, tell everybody about the key.
Right. Well, you're wearing it around your neck and you don't have a shirt, I believe. So
that's correct.
All right.
But I'm not even making any attempt. I'm very everybody's like, guys, I found this key. Here's what I know.
So that's a fate point. Yep.
Yeah.
And Tommy, goal?
No, I will be shown respect. I really plan very much.
All right. Anybody have I didn't hear any mortal crises with the creed this time. No. That's okay. The creed is not supposed to be an every session thing. It's definitely, so one of the things I've learned from this playtest actually is that we're gonna open creed at 3rd level. Instead of opening it at 1st level, to let people fight for the more mundane things for a couple levels, and then start getting a bigger picture into the moral crises of the Torchbearer world.
Should we just strike through our creeds then until 3rd level? We don't need them. We're not using them.
It's too late.
I've already gotten a point from mine, and I'm very excited about mine.
Yeah,
I'm also excited about mine, but
you are a branch reality, right? So we'll just keep running. Did anyone's instinct help the group?
I tried, but it didn't help at all.
It's terrible.
I would argue that mine. Well, I don't know. I failed my test to stall them, but I was attempting to do the in a position of weakness always negotiate.
Interesting. I think that it's got to be
Success.
it's got to be success there. It's got to help. But it doesn't actually help. Doesn't always have to be a pass test. So if you all feel like that Asterios did help you like better position for that conflict, then I'm fine with giving the reward. But if you felt like that Asterios wasn't effective, then
And what happened in your?
I was trying to negotiate with them, and they attacked us, and we fled. So, yeah, I don't think it really.
Great.
I feel like it would have if you then followed that up with continuing to try to negotiate as like a help for the maneuvers in the flight, but you didn't.
Like if it
You didn't want to, which makes sense. But like,
Yeah.
I would say then maybe like in protecting my self-image, like in like fleeing because it's like this is ridiculous. We have to like we just have to leave. Nah, I don't. I'm stretching. No, I'm stretching.
You're stretching. Yeah.
I'm stretching.
Okay, that's fine. All right. So, and then lastly is the MVP award.
Hold on. I used my instincts to commune with the otherworldly to try to heal Tarvis, which helps the group.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, you did, and
Yeah.
it succeeded.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. It should be yeah, I'll allow it this time, but like your instinct should be triggering a test. Like you should be communing with the otherworldly, so which would be like a ritual.
It's more like the stuff that I did in the first couple sessions where I was just going after every ritual, and I'd like to continue doing that, but we just haven't been in a ritual town.
Yeah,
okay, I don't need it. I'm convinced.
Right. It's not a
Yeah. No, I'm with
we're
you.
not in the spooky adventure yet. We'll get there.
Mhm.
All right. MVP and team worker. So somebody who made the critical roll and someone who just like carried the team on their back.
And MVP is, in my opinion, MVP is Reyna for running that flight well. Like, in my opinion, Reyna is the reason that flight went as well as it did.
Yeah, that was really good.
I think that the MVP was probably Kiar coming up with the close rope.
That was good.
MVP Tarvis for scouting the sleeping kobold room and finding the ledge.
And getting checks at the same time.
Yeah.
And getting
I would call that teamwork. How that one is.
I don't know.
Like,
honestly, it might be Kiar like as the team worker. It was like get us up on the ledge and help us flee. And like you gave me the +2 that I used to make that roll.
Yeah.
And I got that. I got some really good rolls in the flight thing.
Yeah.
I think it should be Reyna and Kiar for MVP and team worker, respectively.
Corey, any thoughts?
I agree.
I won't argue. Great. Persona points for those. Paul, you're too humble. Sometimes failing a roll and eating those conditions, is
I know. I totally, I get you, but I think that.
All right.
That was a very good fleeing that happened and a very good setup for this stuff. So.
Tommy, you haven't earned any respect in 2 sessions, so I recommend changing that goal to something a little more directed, like who you want to earn it from. Like, is it from Kiar? It doesn't have to be somebody in the dungeon. It can be, it could be Romwald, the proprietor of the House 2 Squires, but it also could be Tarvis or Asterios or whatnot.
Let me think about it, and I'll make that change at the beginning of next session. Is that okay?
That's fine. Yeah,
Great.
I'm just throwing it out there as like that's generally our cue that it needs to be changed is when it's gone 2 sessions and you haven't really earned on it.
Yeah.
I feel like I should change my goal to I will succeed at a skill test, which I haven't done in 4 sessions.
Wait, you don't have no passes?
I had passes when I did the first fight with the skeletons. I've got 2 passes for fighter, but every other skill I've never succeeded in any. I've never succeeded in any other skill in this entire game.
Oh wow. Well, we'll have to make sure we help Tarvis with some skills checks next time. But
I
that means
succeeded on 3
I
nature.
have
but-
4 failed scout tests and
Yeah.
no successful ones.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. But that just means that it's the worm's about to turn. You're about to just start like knocking things down. You're
Oh,
That's not
love
how that
that.
works.
Love that gambler's fallacy.
Yeah.
well, it means you also have done all the hard stuff, even though there's an infinite amount of hard stuff to do.
Yeah.
Isn't this game just the hard stuff?
No.
Oops, all hard stuff.
That's the subtitle, Torchbearer, the hard stuff. It's just the hard stuff.
It's the like firm and hard stuff,
Oops, all hard
not the soft
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah.
The firm stuff.
Anyway, super good to see all your faces tonight. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was feeling really tired and blue before this session. But yeah, I'm much cheered after watching you all struggle through this dungeon.
Fuck off.
Yeah. I like it. I don't mind the struggling at all, actually. I think it's very fun. But...
You're Torchbearer, like you're in danger, like in this. This is a dangerous dungeon, period. And you have got lucky and like kind of stumbled your way deeper and deeper into danger. In this dungeon. So now, like, it's going to require like a little more luck and some quick thinking to survive this next encounter.
You know what I'm really excited about is getting out of the dungeon. It's figuring out how to get out of the dungeon.
It
We
is.
just go up the throat. No big deal.
Let's go up the road,
It's
everybody.
going to be such a
It's definitely the way out with no problems.
All right, cool. I hope we can do this again next week.
Yeah.
Love to see you all.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Cool. And yep. Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Talk to you soon.
Night.
Right.
Oh, hey, Evan, if you're still there. Yeah, Tor and I talk about this stuff. We go back and forth on what's the best way to implement the like terrain and things like that. We have a lot of different ideas between us. So the plan is, in the Lore Master's Manual, we would have some kind of advanced tips for conflicts. Don't want to make anything too crazy. Don't want to have like grid maps or anything like that, but just want to, have some chunky beats. And all I was trying to do in that conflict was make their actions predictable, but I didn't want to exploit them too bad. I actually didn't think they'd be so bold as to just go maneuver right away in that conflict. But I was trying to say, like, here are some things you have to accomplish so that, like, once you give me that information, right, once I know that you have to accomplish these things, then I can use actions to, to punish you. I could have fainted right away knowing that they had to defend or maneuver, but I didn't think they would be so bold to do it. But yeah, so that was an experiment. Also, you can just see how easy and flexible the system is to just add some requirements there and to keep things fresh. I'm glad it was helpful. Bye.